MacArthur. And
he's back and he's faster.
Yeah, faster than ever, more dangerous than ever. 4 hard points in a row, Boston. Time to turn it around. And not an easy thing to do against a team like FaZe, but we will put you to the test. 2-2 split off the rip FaZe. 2 towards time, 2 towards everything else. And into the feed, we dive.
I mean, I think we should be just trying to guess how many victims of Easy's going to be taking this game, because there is no more joyous reaction I've ever seen in the league than when he takes a hostage.
It's the equivalent of that kid that's like, Nintendo 64! Like, we're getting to that level, you know that guy? Wow. Unreal, man. Hey, look, if the body count is 2, or the body shield count is 2, he can honestly do better in this series. I think it's possible. Breach are going to put up a fight early on in the kills department, trying to make sure that the shenanigans don't get out of hand. Celium, though, roaming the top side of the map. FaZe with an iron grip on P1.
Yeah, this is already like maybe +7 or 8 in the slaying column right now, and Simp has been anchored up on spawn as well. Knew the player was there, but gets bad timing. Hey, 4-man wipe off the map. It's only Celium now by himself trying to hold down the spawns, and he gets caught as well. So, I mean, that was a brutal P1 30-second lead, but Boston found their moment to strike. Now they got to stave off this pressure. How about that for White Steps pressure?
Yeah, oof, right in, but that's a lot of kills. Look at all those skulls. White, mostly, 1 green. And Abizi has somehow snuck on through. Purge, though, holds down the point. Great work. MC trying to get into the point now as well as Boston Breach with a nice bit of time now, looking to pull things right back. Celium waits for the perfect opportunity, not only for his teammates to pull up, but now to cause as much problems as possible. Sim from down low as well, chance, and we're hitting it. Double zip, let's go.
Timing is everything. Cell's gonna fall, trades are there. Good read on the mini-map, but it looks like Boston overwhelming force, and Draza gets cleaned up as well. So trade's perfectly efficient. Spawns management, though, is not. FaZe end up spawning in the back, I guess because they were first to die, and that's gonna pan out well, potentially, to get the scrap time, but Cell hates his teammates. Be a little bit mixy for the final 5. 1 gunfight for 3 seconds. Congratulations, Snoopy. You got it.
He's got it, and that's good, though. His boys are new as well. Purge now keeping a BZ in place. Meat shield count 2 on the series record, folks. Don't forget, we'll be keeping an eye on that as and when it happens. Snoopy still roaming. Great work, Raz. That was this. Cammy surely gets that trade. Nice job. Can Cam get 3 out of this? As Celium starting to apply the pressure towards the point. Spawns there by Grass for FaZe. As they're going to rock on forward. Boston trying to hold it together, but Celium with 2. Simp finds 1. Snoopy. Last man left alive. That's the break.
I don't know if Johnson had help on that gunfight. That might have been one of the most diabolical AR gunfight wins we have seen this shit. That was gross. And Johnson's keeping it up, man. He loves going to White Steps. He takes 2 before he falls in Awakening. Easy trades there for Atlanta FaZe. So that constant sort of piano steps pressure has been paying off on this hill. Make sure you keep the map under control, and you're always filtering a player up top for Atlanta FaZe, because you're cutting off 80% of the map when you have that position. So rotation secured. Scrap time there for Boston, but a measly few seconds. This is the opportunity for Atlanta to really run the score up.
Oh, yeah, and you're just maintaining this on scrap mostly for the Boston boys. The holds haven't been fantastic. The PT wasn't bad at all, but trying to break through the step side. Perfect work so far. Simps down as well. Cammy now from upstairs. Abe gets 2. And over the top, we're going to see Cammy fly into the fight. Now an opportunity to get right on the point. But FaZe, again, you bought so much time. You've managed to get your teammates respawned. Unable to get an efficient break here. Boston, the battle just continues with FaZe on time.
And that was so much effort to make that happen as well. Snoopy's basically shooting angels in that moment. But all that fight, and it has still been super solid hill time. Gunfight around time, though. Awakening's gonna win it, and Awakening 15-9 as well. Noteworthy. This is a man that has struggled from time to time this year, honestly, fairly consistently at that. I mean, if he can turn it up against Atlanta FaZe, that'd be the right moment, right time. But after that first set of rotations, gonna be a 30-point game in favor of Atlanta FaZe, and back on P1 where they locked it down at the start of the game.
Again, though, it's the scrap time that's keeping Boston Breach in this one. They are still trailing FaZe in a big way, and FaZe managed to get stronger and stronger holds as the hard point continues. So at this rate, folks, FaZe will win. Can Boston get involved? Sure can. Purge. Hey, that's the 2 you sorely needed. Buys his teammates a little bit of time, not enough to get onto the point. And Beezy, though, does slide right in. And there's his counterpart, Sim, with 2 immediately in the feed. At the very least, though, you do manage to get the players off time for a second.
Yeah, trying to play keep away, just get him off the time. Cammy, maybe a little slide out, give for the check, but Sim, perfect angle, doesn't give anything away. Draza might fall, but now it's up to Cammy. Try to make the play go over up top, and in the meantime, Awakening slipped and fell off the map. not a team you want to be making mistakes against in Atlanta FaZe. Well, they got the time, they got the left side spawns, they got a little bit of freedom. Although Boston are, you know, bringing the heat for the most part. Selling's on a 4, should get traded out. This is a little bit of a back and forth game.
Yeah, not bad at all. I mean, that P1 FaZe managed to soak so long in Jacuzzi. They're all pruny now. Great job again. And Selim there with the 59 seconds of hardpoint time. So pruny. As a BZ prunes both Snoopy and Awakening. Draza finds Cammy as well. Another perfect 3 in the feed. Last man, Purge. He's gone as well now. So 45 seconds to rock here on P2. And FaZe firm control, folks. Time for a listen in.
Hey, top 5. I'm gonna spawn out.
Yeah, top 5. To the girl.
Okay, towards that, bro. I spawn out.
Stay on time. We spawn out. Stay on time. Do what you can. We're coming P1.
Okay,
Nice. I hear you.
One shot, two.
Over time.
Back door, dead. I'm blocking. Two. One's already under. He's already under.
I got
I'm going, dude. I'm in. Wait, can't do one shot. Break.
I hear the left, Chris.
Someone under me.
I'm sitting mid.
He knows you're there.
Yeah, he knows. I'm stunning Jim.
I lay power inside, bros.
I'm sitting stone. I think they're
Better me.
Alright, go P1.
Cammy, what's up?
Let me know what it's up.
Front gym. Help.
Bedford. One shot.
Time, one shot time. Back right. On the table, on the right table.
Back time.
I saw right.
No, he's still there.
Right.
You shot.
Right. One shot right. Ask him over
Right. One in the I think our side does. Two. I got one shot. Yeah, I said Michigan.
Who's behind us? I don't have it.
Fire side slow.
I'm with you. Let's go. Nice.
Hey, top hall. He's iron to the right. Let's play for spawn.
You wanna know what I got?
We have time.
Cammy, nice.
Here, run through.
One shot.
Two stone.
Yeah, there's one there.
Okay, two stone.
That's all three.
Take your time, Tyler.
Wait, one spawn out though.
Yo, Snoopy, one shot.
He won it. What was the 3 of me?
I'm feeling
You want that?
Hey, one was close to me.
Bottom right. I'm spawning out.
He's so weak.
Awakening.
I just want top left.
Bottom bed.
Take your time. I hear bottom bed.
Nice. Another one bottom bed.
I'm one shot. I'm one shot. He could be left.
I'm going to
Get this one. Good shot. Give me bottom bed.
jump down.
I go.
One's up. Okay, one.
I close it.
Two there. One's a bottom bed. Nice. Go another one then. Bottom bed.
Jack, I have
Nice. Go in.
Close awakening.
That's 3 there. That's all.
In bed. Awakening.
First shot bed.
I spawned you. Keep it right.
I have top stone.
If you look right.
I top left.
I'll save Jim.
I'll get time, Zach.
The dizzying comms there of Atlanta FaZe. These guys play at light speed. They come at light speed. They are very difficult to deal with. But Boston, for the most part, have been holding the line. It's still working from a deficit, but they've kept the game about even for the past few hills, just looking for their moment to strike.
That's the thing with the Boston again. They've been surviving off the scrap time. They're not too far away, but FaZe are still out of this world. Oh my god, Selim nearly got away with his life there, but look, this is 30 seconds on P1 that you sorely won, Boston. Purge, he's turned his game right around. Nice 5 spree. As FaZe have been pushed off the point for now. Uh-oh, that hurts. That's 2. And here goes Sim in your spawn.
Yeah, I think you cashed or cursed him on that one. Sorry, Purge, about that. But Boston have 2 players now trying to hold the line. Cammy completely caught off guard. And now number 4 awakening up top, having to turn. He gets traded out. So you got Sim, Mr. Do-It-All. He'll flip the spawns. He'll set his team up. But Boston, as you pointed out, got more to the scrap time. So now it's only a 30-point game. A break here, and they're in it.
Yeah, but they're going to get through these boys. Snoopy fights his way through. Awakening finds one as well. So still only 1 man down through steps. On Awakening, trying to fight his way forward and sell on the retreat. Draz and Abizi doing it all in the feed. And again, a magnificent hold from Atlanta FaZe.
And it's just going to continue. You imagine the trades are going to be rolling through. Snoopy actually just shreds and picks up 2. So a little play like that might buy you a little bit of a cushion to make moves by the new time. Abizi, though, he has somehow found himself in between all 4 players. There's the kill. Purge picks up 2, but busy in the back line. The Wrecking Crew, the 3-piece, and the time. They got it. Atlanta FaZe.
I say it. That's absolutely it, folks. Final 15 seconds going to go their way. Dra's going to hold them back at the front, rotating over the kitchen, already playing for the win. Instantly, Atlanta FaZe, business as usual. They have had their way with Breach so far on Skyline. Final hard point. Here we go, folks. Rocking and rolling into it we go, but Celium hold them down. That will be the last man, and that's the time.
Abizi is the Miley Cyrus of the CDL, the wrecking ball that he can be. Just a snap of a 3-piece, little moments like that occur over time. 27 and 35, by the way.
Bro.
He does not fear death.
Nah, not at all. At all. Quick contest. It's been dealt with. Picks up the pinch as well. Trying to get the last man on time, and it's Purge who's fighting for it. It's still 5 seconds for the win here. The chances of this going the way you think it are slim to none when Draza's shooting like that. That is it, folks. The body, the mind of Breach broken here on Skyline. Map 1, a thing of the past.
Yeah, and the switch that these guys have is just, I mean, not even a switch, it's just always on. Like from start to finish, a good opening break, not a moment to breathe. I mean, they seemingly have boundless energy. Even in the comms, their ability to maintain is crazy. And of course, they're doing this while making smart plays, but out of everything we've seen, Draza is the man that walks away with the best play, and it's a nice little 2-piece, and 3 and 4. Yeah, it gets the whole team wipe in one clip. Not too shabby from Draza, who did 4,400 damage.
Brother. FaZe a good example of a team that don't necessarily talk too much trash out of game these days. It's all in game, and it really, really is. Whether it's body shields or body shots, they've gone through a couple of different chapters in terms of the mental game. But right now, extremely solid work from Atlanta FaZe. 183 was all that Boston could muster. 34 and 32 there from Snoopy. He had a nice resurgence, awakening at a decent, consistent play. But man, you are going up against a squad right now that is just so tight. I think are so fierce in these hard points.
And I think all things considered, there's not even any takeaways from like the mini-map is saying like Boston made any bad plays necessarily. I think the game in large part was a massive trade fest. Every single player in the lobby, double-digit like assist numbers rolling through. I think in the end, it was just the slaying numbers. Like that is just a skill diff moment there for Atlanta FaZe. If you're playing the trade game, you're going to have to hang with the best. And I mean, you have just a few bad lives and you're going to get picked apart. But like ultimately, again, like Boston certainly had their moments. And as well as I think they technically played, you lose by 7 in a map like Skyline. It does not feel good.
Yeah, it comes down to a couple of moments where like, all right, well, I'm watching the back. My name's Cammy, and I've got, you know, all of the bottom right-hand side of steps. But oh no, wait, Abizi manages to somehow get through and catch me. Oh no, now the whole team's weak, and Abizi picks up a perfect 3-piece. Like, it's little things, man. I mean, you have to play so perfectly against FaZe, and it isn't that flashy. It's not like we're doing anything crazy. Draza's not diving into plays. He's not jumping over people's heads and stuff. He's just lining up his aim. He's got good centering. He's got perfect comms with the boys, and they're getting the shots downrange. They're hitting their mark when they need to. Fantastic gameplay from start to finish there on Skyline. Nothing crazy, nothing out there, just very smooth and very consistent. Chef's kiss.
Yeah, and a small note as well, we've heard a lot from different team comms over the past few weeks of like a lot of teams not very proactive on reading spawns, but even in the comms there from Atlanta FaZe, I think it was Abizi that is like instantly, the second they get a kill and he knows the player's coming off spawn, he's like, nope, they're spawning out over here. Completely dialed in, very aware, even on a mixed map like Skyline. Yeah. I mean, they do everything. They do the details. They micromanage all their little situations as well. There really are no complaints for Atlanta FaZe. Maybe their Hacienda S&D is not the finest in the world, but we will get to find out because Boston should bring it to them.
Well, they should, but this is also why we are pushing the map pool deeper for FaZe in this series as well. Another little spawn moment there, Draz in the listening, where he was like, one guy spawning out on dot. Guy spawns out. One guy. Great stuff. Again, from start to finish, different phase. The glaze, though, is not quite done yet, folks. We're going to keep rolling into the search and destroy. Now, chance. Boston, good chance of making this one happen. Why do we say so? What are you feeling? What's going on here, mate? Talk to me.
I would say not a great chance. Like their stage 1 S&D was certainly in a pretty fine form, but I think Boston have been sort of neutralizing the game mode. They're still strong. They can play the game, but their stats overall are average. Meanwhile, on the flip side in this stage, I mean, Simp is the titan in the lobby. Nearly 1 kill per round. And if you're looking at that as the primary stat, there's no one that's particularly close to him. So crazy numbers from Simp. The KD is phenomenal, even winning the opening duels, which obviously doesn't really need to. He has a BZ on the squad, but a 1.5 KD. I mean, this is just, it's what you need. If you know LA Thieves are improving their S&D gameplay, you're watching guys like Hydra get better and better and better. Atlanta FaZe, no, that's the competition. That's what they have to match.
Yeah, indeed. Well, Major 2, not too far away, folks. We'll be going to LAN. But these biased casters, you know how to spell it as well. We'll be enjoying the finest, getting it done. And the chances of it being an LA Thieves Atlanta FaZe final right now, just the way the cards are stacking up for both of our squads, are pretty high. And that truck is full of Scuff controllers being delivered to Hacienda.
Great artwork too. I love how it's all this like Victorian era kind of paintings, and then I mean, well, the sharks are one thing, but then there's like the random pugs on the wall. So you get different art styles coming through on Hacienda. I think that's having a lot of fun.
Absolutely. This is what a home. What a home. I don't think there's a single toilet in this building. I mean, that's tough. You got to do it outside on the flowers. Here we go, round 1.
Or you just do it wherever Abizi wants to. He'll be leading the charge, and he'll find a way to get a first blood. As players inside of dark, first man in the mix, shots rolling through. He does get stunned and back down, but the vie for the top hallway control, I think both teams sort of chalk it up and back up. But if you got Simp with the bomb leaning over towards the A site, almost certainly that's going to be the call. Whole team is grouped up together, and poor Cammy, he's by himself.
Boston, though, the bugle has been blown, and they are now bombarding their way across the halls of Hacienda. Here we go, folks. Cammy's called it. Are they going to be fast enough for the wrap? No one's going to be hitting the top dark corridor, so the fight is on. Cam's got the hit point advantage in a big way here, but he does not have the manpower brought down. And Boston with a little bit too much back and forth now. FaZe are the entire outer perimeter of the map set.
And Boston are trying to group up together for the most part, or get the timing to get a guy out bomb, but Atlanta FaZe just giving them nothing. They're waiting for the information to roll through, and you get the trades. Could have been a big 2-piece, but they still have the man advantage, and they're gonna get the bomb down as well. I don't think Purge has the angle, or maybe he does. Spoke too soon, 2v2. Purge, though, last alive, but the clock is on his side.
15 seconds. Oh, damn. The boys were not going for the plan. Bait out Purge and solo play. And FaZe take the round, but Purge, man, he was burning the midnight oil. That clock got real low, real fast. Well played all round.
I mean, even for Boston, you got to watch like Cammy make the good reads. He backs down, responds to the pressure, gets tags in on Draza. He just let one player slip through because it's an atypical strat, so he gets caught. You had Snoopy getting the perfect timing on the flank, could have lined up a 2-piece, but not quite there. And Atlanta FaZe a little bit too quick on the reaction time for Sim to get the kill. And even Purge, I mean, perfectly played in a sense in that moment, gives it the old college try, but as good as you are, Atlanta FaZe in that moment, a little bit better.
Just a little bit. Typically is what it takes to win here in the CDO, just a little bit better, but sometimes a lot better. Snoopy with the old circular shoulders. Incredibly difficult to do IRL. Give it a shot. You'll probably fall over. Deep water out from Purge. Spear fishing by Celium finds his second kill.
The most frustrating death. I mean, you're just swimming endlessly. That's a 30-second route to die the second you get there. Now they're going to work top office. Guess who's keeping patrol? The Terrors are here, but the Terrors get back down. Someone might be in the back line, but now you got the man advantage for Boston. Good little moment. Good gunfight wins.
Yeah, they're going to be keeping this pressure up, but Celium on a very difficult... Oh, the timing gets away. Reinforcements are now in position. Sim's there. And Boston going to stop, pump the brakes, make it a 2v2. Are we going over the top? Are we going to get caught? No, we're both going to go to opposite bomb sites. Nice.
Simply is calculating. He gives those comms to Celium as well. He gets out of top office at the perfect moment. And the nades, I don't know if they got the contact, but certainly they have the information now. Simp gets shredded, though. Great coverage for Awakening. But here we go, arguably the most clutch player in the league in a 1v2. He has both weapons.
In a minute, he's going to have both players to deal with. Tell, over the top, Boston survive. Not only the ordnance from Simp, the super nade from way across the map, which I do think landed. But a big win from Snoopy there. What a check.
He's built different.
Sure is.
That's, yeah, frustrating for Cell too, because I was watching the minimap. He was making the perfect play. That nearly fell into his lap because I don't think Awakening was quite there for the trades if Snoopy loses that one. So huge gunfight win, and Snoopy does things that I never tend to expect, but he delivers. And you shut down Cell, you're feeling pretty good. Another, all things considered, well-played round by Boston. They're bringing their best.
Well, you said they had a strong chance here. If we're going 5, it has to start here, Breach. Splinters and shells across Hacienda. The opening salvo doesn't yield any rewards for either team. But the bomb's still dancing, Sim still the carrier.
And I think Boston have played this map enough and like for Atlanta FaZe to know they love their rotations. Boston group up together, they swing back and forth across the map, and I think Atlanta FaZe are waiting for some information and just trying to beat them in the mid-round adjustments.
Well, this is the beginning of the mid-round adjustments. Act 1, not that impactful. Act 2, over to B.
And the play call is perfect. You get Celium over in the top hall. He's locking it down. And like Purge right now and Snoopy both completely out of the play. So a 3v4 retake, an attempt, and a good gunfight win, but Abeezy's there for the trades. FaZe still have a man up.
And Sim's got the flank covered as well. So Purge in a moment will be coming toe-to-toe with the Phenom. That's going to be a big one. Who walks away with the dub? Purge, big win. Now the pressure on the point. Abeezy tagged up. Oh, an awkward timing. Whoa, it gets gunned! Snoopy! The timing was just there. What a 2v3 from Boston.
Yeah, give that kid a treat. That is unreal, that timing. And I think Atlanta FaZe, speaking of mid-round adjustments, not quite there. A moment of panic, it feels like. Or excuse me, disconnect between the two players. Once Sim loses the gunfight on Lambo, you got to make a decision. You got two players. You would either push forward together or you back up together and try to a 2v1 gunfight. But one FaZe player went one way, the other stayed still, and Snoopy there to effectively take them down one by one. Well-deserved on the round. And again, credit to Burge as well, because that gunfight against Sip is not easy.
Yeah, he's in an off angle, sitting in the corner of garage, and that is a win. You'll take that. Lead, Boston, Breach, 3 for Snoopy in a row. That's an RCXD. Will he make a dangerous, smart use of it? Back to the shoulders we go.
No trophies this time, so all the nades land with no intel at all, but nonetheless, Atlanta FaZe still have the pressure stacked up in the right spot.
And again, you've just sort of drawn a perfect little line down the map now. You know exactly where the FaZe guys are not. Snoopy's still waiting for the bomb, but Cammy has been picked and plucked from the outer fences, so he's out of play now. And does that give FaZe enough intel, or sort of enough of a Peter tingle to know that they're above? That was a loud door as well. Yeah, loud as hell. Cell Eason. Oh, he double dips. Celium getting his fill in this round. Last man awakening. And he's in trouble. Go on, Joe. Takes one to the grave. FaZe equalize.
I mean, look, beautiful work out of Cell. Finally, the execute, by the way. They've been pretty on point for the first bloods, but Boston had 2 different clutches already with the man disadvantage, but Atlanta finally take care of business. And when I say Atlanta, I really do just mean Celium, as you said. A very loud door, all things considered. And those are not gunfights Celium is ever going to lose.
Yeah,
He has the hiccups.
Does he?
Maybe just burp.
No,
He's got a lot going on.
Yeah, could have been a little bit.
We're giving him too much gas.
I wonder if there's any a pro player might have the story here. Anyone had hiccups during a match? That'd be tough. It'd be tough to deal with and quite the annoying sort of mental roadblock to be playing with. But opening salvos from Celium again, trying to keep those players at bay while we look towards the A-bomb plant. And it's a party, folks, down low. Simp knows it's on. Got to eliminate one of these variables, and you cannot. Boston pull the rug right out from underneath FaZe and get things going. Big round.
I love that from Cammy. That's a fool me once, shame on you. Do not fool me twice. He got flanked before through 10 in the exact same situation. This time, absolutely dialed in. Knows he has the timing. And obviously, his teammates getting the entry kills makes it a lot easier for him. But Killer Cam there for the final kill, but Boston aggressive as well, so they are confident on this map. And again, anytime you watch the Boston minimap in S&D, they are always so quick to make plays, and they play fearlessly as well. Get the intel on Simp. I'd run away. They chowed.
Yeah. 3-1 split right now for the Boston boys. Cammy will be the lone man over by well, but again, they're going to reconvene in a moment. And here comes the confluence of the Boston lineup over towards the A side of the map. But again, they're absolutely on guard for any possible counter hit from FaZe now. FaZe going to back up. They're going to concede the bomb site for a moment and allow this plant to happen. 4v4 retake. Let's do it.
Awakening though made the read, just posted up in the top hallway, gets the first blood, and has yet to be traded. He's got a lot of pressure on him, and Cell does win that gunfight. In the meantime, though, Draza trying to clutch the 2v3 with Cell.
He manages to run into it. So now 2v2, less than 30 on the clock. No real eyes over towards the bomb. Draz is going to peek forward. Cammy, shoulder thrown, shoulder spotted, damage dealt. Celium still above. Now trying to make the play happen, but it's Snoopy on a wide and deep, long flank, helping burn the time. Eyes on Draz. Oh, and he's just going to keep going around the world, around the world. Celium now the 1v1, and that's not enough time to get it done. Nice job. As these Daft Punks find another round.
Damn it.
Cammy kills him on the end of the round. Boston, another good one.
You ruined my pun. I was setting up for it. All that I know is Boston Breach right now. They are just flowing through the map. So aerodynamic. Every decision they make is so fluid. The route there from Snoopy, absolutely perfect. The wind just shapes their form around them as they flow through.
Such a track, man. Such a good track.
And Atlanta FaZe in this moment need to get lucky, because right now, getting taken to task on Hasi.
Absolutely. Getting taken in by a tough Boston Breach. 4-2. Cammy had a great round. FaZe, what's the game plan? Straight through the middle of the map? Go for it. Put it to test. Awakening's going to be there for the little bit of damage upstairs and the BZ. Oh, yeah, he's going straight through. Okay, here we go. One. Oh, no. That was disgusting. How? Wait a minute. How quick did Abe go down there?
Dude, this is both those players snapping.
Whoa, Snoopy could have given himself whiplash. How fast he turned then. That was disgusting. Map point.
Dude, and Boston's gameplay is so good too. Atlanta FaZe spent so many rounds almost playing like the, we're going to rotate you. We're going to play for the adjustments. We're going to sniff out the information and go make plays. Boston have two different clutches with a man disadvantage. Atlanta FaZe finally try to get proactive in the round and make a play through the middle of the map, and then they just get bullied. Maybe this is Boston's new rewind. God, I missed that map.
Me too.
They look good.
Yeah, they look real good. Oh, the bomb site's been vacated. Cammy's running into... Oh, nothing. Sorry, anyway. Snoop runs into it, though, and Sim picks up two. Can't get the third. Awakening's there for the kill, but doesn't get the bomb recovery. Got to get there a little faster, mate. Oh, the timing, Demon Joseph. A 1v1 for the map. Cameron McGilligan and the boys of the Boston Breach tie it all up in the search and destroy.
I mean, we'll all be. Atlanta FaZe maybe trying to expand the map pool, but they might just be happy to have more VOD to watch on Hacienda S&D, and Boston Breach is absolutely the team to learn from. Cammy getting it done with the Jackal as well, so the cheeky strats out and about, and has to be said, word to Christopher Tunn, Awakening's had himself a pretty good series, all things considered. No map one didn't go their way, but Awakening is certainly a player that always I'm keeping my eye on. Has not had the finest year so far. And looking at the Boston camp, I think it's the AR players that need to step up, and he's been solid enough that I'm satisfied. Obviously, though, a lot of COD left to be played.
It has to be said. Chance word to Chris Tunn. 6-2 is a very respectable scoreline there for Boston Breach. Hacienda continues to treat them right, treating them good, treating them nice. Well, great news, Boston. We stay on Hacienda until map 4. So now, if we do have to go 5, you get to enjoy a little bit more Hasi. Bad news, we play Control. And how does that go, Chance?
It goes a 3-2 for Atlanta FaZe is how it goes.
What do we think, Desk?
That's what I called.
Has to be said in game 5, right?
Has to be said.
Has to be said. Shout
Must
out
be said.
All right, let's talk a little bit about what we just witnessed. Why is there a difference on Hacienda? Why is this a trouble spot for Atlanta coming in?
Listen, this is a random thing I remember from the BO4 year when Hacienda first came in. We didn't have control. We just had hardpoint and search.
The year of BZ and Sim won
champs.
Okay.
Their auto veto was Hacienda.
Oh, okay.
So, like, they didn't even like it back then. So, I mean, obviously. It's years ago, but like this was an auto veto for that Semper Beezy team to win.
Same map.
Yeah, I mean, the bang out like B hallway rounds like just went the way of Boston, right? And like typically that's gonna determine like who gets an edge on this map a lot of times. But even in some of the retakes you saw, it was like Selim and Draza with ARs, just super difficult to retake fences with double ARs. Snoopy won a couple huge gunfights, like kills a Beezy. And
Man was moving. Look at that.
a couple of obscene ways, right? So Boston, I mean, they've been solid this map all year long. And for Atlanta, on the side of Atlanta FaZe, they've only played it one time. Right, so you're trying to add it to your map pool and getting good reps in against a team like Boston, who have played it a lot. That'll do it for you.
I mean, it's a lot of teams trying to improve their map pool, but it's teams in different positions, right? When you're middle of the pack trying to improve it, you're trying to contend with teams like FaZe. When you're a team like FaZe trying to improve your map pool, you're trying to win a tournament.
Yeah.
Like, this is what gives you a gap, maybe over a Thieves, over a top team. Still some work needed to be done here. Obviously, it just feels like it's really obvious when you're a bit behind on a map like Hacienda. Like it's pretty glaring. They were not playing nearly as well as possible.
Yeah, I mean it's like the timings in the hallways.
Yeah,
things you saw Boston were just taking advantage of it, like Awakening coming around and finding somebody, kind of just like looking the opposite direction. They just haven't had a lot of reps on Hacienda. Boston take huge advantage. We got a couple more Haciendas coming up. The game 4, another opportunity. FaZe haven't been great on Hacienda.
They played it one time. That's one time in search. Like that's not something you're scrimming constantly.
Yeah.
It's like there's literally not been many reps at all.
What's on the line for Boston? Well, right now, Miami has the 8th spot. You got to be top 8 going into Major 2 if you want to start in the winner's bracket. So they have an opportunity, knowing we have 2 more doses of Hacienda. Let's take a look, though, at map 1. What did we learn?
To your point, though, Chris, too, I believe their last match is Miami as well. So if they were to get an upset here,
Control
they
your
could
fate.
make winners brackets. But we're going to jump into drawing conclusions. This is a really fun play out of a BZ. Kind of put Snoopy in the blender here for a moment. So we're going to roll it, and we'll jump into the mini-map. You see we're on P2. And right now, FaZe had control. Boston come in, they wipe everybody besides Abizi, right? You see in the kill feed, though, Abizi just killed Snoopy. He's number 3. Abizi is number 6. So what Abizi decides to do is he knows he's influencing spawns if he stays in this area, right? He doesn't want anything wonky to happen, so he's going to leave, and he knows he just killed Snoopy, re-pinch Snoopy, kill him, right? And then he's going to hold the back and actively block as the rest of his teammates come and push front, right? So he knows if he can secure one more kill and his teammates start to come through and trade, then they're going to end up spawning them out instantly, right? So look at Abizi, just kill Snoopy. All right, I know he's potentially gonna spawn back there. Let me try to find him. Okay, I found him. I'm gonna kill him. Now I'm gonna wait a second, try to just play for a pick while my teammates get pushed up. He ends up finding all the kills, and then the reaction by Atlanta FaZe is awesome. You got 2 players instantly going for a rotation, somebody applying pressure towards mid. He's gonna find a kill, and now you secure yourself a nice rotation over towards the next hill. Wonderfully played by Atlanta FaZe. A hero play out of Abizi, but he's thinking throughout it, like, how can I help my teammates off spawn?
Ant was grabbing a play from earlier in the game. I was like, hey, get rid of that. Grab this right here. BZ just called game on hardpoint. Ridiculous stuff considering he was the only one alive. But that's Atlanta FaZe doing what they normally do on maps they're good at. How did we say they fare on Control Hacienda?
Well, I mean, they were the first to pull out kind of the 4 sub-meta. They can play at a pace that a lot of teams have not been able to match. I expect them to be able to take this.
Well, this is Boston's worst game mode, right? So they've been struggling at Control all year long. This split alone, 1 in 5 on it, right? So not a lot of wiggle room to make mistakes.
We're guaranteed a game 4 as well. So can you give me some numbers on Hacienda hardpoint?
Yeah. So map that Boston have liked, and on the side of Atlanta, one of their worst hardpoints, 3 and 3 on it, right? Games 2 and 4 were where they're testing their map pool here, and now it's given Boston opportunity in the series.
Can you take advantage?
Boston, is this squad going to stay together? A win here will definitely get you there. Let's go to our casters right now. We got Miles the chance. Miles, take it away.
Hi.
Thank you so much, Chris. Hi, Clint. How you doing, Clint? Okay, so I'm with it on the desk here. Game 5 is definitely on the cards. FaZe, though, they're in the lab. You know they're in the lab. Chance they're always working on the bad maps. They're always working on the bad modes. This is still anyone's series, but the Control definitely feels like we're leaning FaZe.
For sure. And FaZe is a team that, I mean, they go in the lab every single year because they have players like this. Number 1 and number 2 in Control. KD's clinically absurd. The fact that Abizi has a 1.42 when he is tippy top in like the actual slaying numbers. He is hyperactive on the map and very difficult to kill. I mean, these 2 guys, bar none. And I saw when we did the top 5s earlier, and like Simp, like everybody had them on the list. You could have 1A, 1B for Simp and Abizi. I don't care. They might as well be the same person. Like, I got no complaints. They are both disgusting in a good way.
I mean, in the best possible way. And again, I feel like as that top 5 conversation, the longer the league goes for, you're going to start phasing out those players. You're going to start phasing out the Clays, the Karmas, the Crims, the Scums, and you're going to start moving into Beezys because there's no reason why you shouldn't. 1A, 1B, top 2, and it ain't 2, whatever you want. This squad is doing it all right now. But let's find out how Control goes. MC's always in there in the running as well. I mean, that guy, he's got his own index. He's a statistical anomaly. I mean, Celium is truly one of a kind in every facet of his game. But back to Boston. A win here on Control chance would actually be insane. Like, insane. That could be a 3-1.
I mean, certainly they would be glowing if they're able to pull this off and get that map advantage. But see great vibes out of the boys. Cammy, I think, using his controller as a gun, him and Purge, chatting it up. And what a life those two had. I don't know exactly where Purge is from, but I want to play with a Scottish person. That seems like a fun teammate to have.
Yeah, absolutely. Cammy, yeah, using the old scuff as a machine gun. A classic move, folks. If you've never done it, pick up your scuff and give it a go. It works really well, like a sort of Thompson if we're in the World War II days. Right now, more of a Jackal PDW. Boston so far, though, Chance, they've had a really tough run. As far as, way back to Feb 22nd, where they took Ultra down in a Game 5. Well, they were taken down by Ultra, rather, in a Game 5. That was the beginning of the end, as far as we can tell. 3 Ls in a row. Now FaZe, though, they're out of the slump, and they're back into, as far as we can tell, a much, much better place. Thank God you beat the Falcons. Thank God you beat the Gorillas, mates. Because Heretics tomorrow is not going to be an easy game at all. Oh, sorry, on March 15th.
Yeah, they'll be putting up a fight for sure. And we talk about this all the time. The middle of the pack fights right now for champs, those are all the matches and like series that you're going to have to win, because we have a clear-cut bottom 2 teams in the league. Maybe clear-cut bottom 3 at this point, but Optic I still think might be sitting in the 8th spot. But all the teams in and around the mix, I feel like over the course of time, no one's catching Atlanta and LAT. Those are your solidified like 1 and 2. So there's going to be like 9 or 10 teams fighting for like the final 6 spots. You have to win these battles. And if a team like Boston falters, like they did maybe against a C9 or that Game 5 against Toronto, you have to find somewhere where you can make it up and maybe make FaZe that team.
Major 2 standings, folks, again, as we touch upon the bigger picture. With a slight focus here on Major 2. Again, FaZe sitting there in our top 5 as far as the wins and the points go, but Boston, look how close they are to the Heretics as well. I mean, if you get a win against the Heretics on March 15th, that is an ideal scenario to be in. And FaZe as well. Losing this one puts you in the 2 and 4 Boston, which is not a great place to be. Again, walking away with points at the very least is a good thing. I mean, Falcons and Optic yet to get on the board. You don't want to be going too far down. The lower bracket, not a safe place, folks, here in the COD League. The winners bracket, even more dangerous. We'll see how that all goes at the major, though. That's a story for another day. Let's get back into Hacienda, get back into Control. Good for FaZe. Not great for Boston.
Well, good for FaZe in the game mode, not necessarily on the specific map. So that's why we're talking about the map pool being flexed a little bit. And if there's a team you want to try the newer Control maps on, Boston, this has not been their finest. So big opportunity here for FaZe to get a little bit of breadth and expansion. Although I will say for Boston, I think they're playing really good Call of Duty. The S&D, obviously, clinical effort from the boys. They've been pugnificent. The gameplay has not been repugnant.
No. It has not been repugnant. Woof. Celium first blood. The Beezy's on the prowl, man. You can smell something. Also, the placement of that fireplace. What is that heating? The top of a stairwell? Absolutely not. Who built this place? Big wake. And Cammy keeping the zone going here. A little bit of a contested B. We're dancing. We're shooting. And Cammy back at it again. Cammy with 3.
Yeah, with the pistol, too. How about that? Why even bother? I mean, the Jackal, worst gun of the 3. Pistol's OP.
Yeah. Snoop's still going with the Jackal at a massive disadvantage in that kind of gunfight using his Jackal, I presume. See, Purge should have been using his pistol. He gets absolutely rocked by Drazo of the Aims, who's now equipped to deal with nearly everything he can get thrown at him. Good job, Snoop. In the same run, Draz has found him twice.
Yeah, this is perfect gameplay as well coming in from Draza. He has had himself a series as well. Maybe struggled ever so slightly in the S&D, but still got a first blood or 2, but controls the halls, gets top office, right gun for the job. He can flex, he can do it all. Cammy, last man standing, and now a double, soon to be triple stack coming through from Atlanta. And Cammy on the front line, unfortunate for him, just gets hunted down. And Simp and Abizi, the dynamic duo in the nades. Here comes some spawn kills.
Man, that was so perfect. That was like something out of a trailer. And Simp, main character. character energy indeed. How many more can he get from Spawn? Unfortunately, no more. Over to Draz, steps up to the plate, knocks him down. What damage? 3 for Zach Jordan.
Oh, they're taking the rounds to their big red. Finally, well, they don't get out. 18 v 11 on lives. Yikes.
Damn, that is a banging round so far from FaZe. I forgot all about the zones. I forgot they existed. Boston did not, though, and they're trying to counterattack right now. Snoop finding a couple. Sim on the tactical retreat, but it's only going to sting in a minute. Now.
Okay.
3 down.
Okay, yeah, and wow, look at how you make up for the life deficit like that. What a moment for Boston, bringing the fight, and that's with Purge and Snoopy, the SMG duo at 5 and 14. So you wanted the ARs to step it up, and Awakening has absolutely done that this series.
Ooh, what a turnaround. And you pull the life count back as well after the shenanigans in Spawn. A couple going your way. A minute to rock. 2 segments at A are all that remain. And Celium and Co are now picking up all the usual spots, all the power positions you want to be in to set you up for success over towards A. But no, Purge and Awakening. That's the Lego under the heel of FaZe right now, but they're tough. And they're rocking in this one still. Plenty of lives still to go, and they can start to bleed Boston out.
Yeah, and FaZe doing a really good job of making sure you're getting extra bodies for every gunfight. The trades were always there. Celium, I mean, sprinting to try and trade some of these players out, and the life count was enough in the end. Boston had a nice little moment there, but only 2 lives remaining against the full squad. Yeah, there is simply no way.
I mean, Purge with the dive, the last-minute dive, the old desperation dolphin. Cam's going to run into trouble. And that is that. First round goes to FaZe. A lot of segments captured as well. Good stuff.
And Abizi just hit the fastest fist bumps I think I've ever seen. Like, dropped. He basically let go of his controller, fist bumped both of his teammates, and then caught the controller before it landed in his lap. But the insanity that was this best play delivers. The day this map came out in ranked, I got spawn trapped like this, and then I have vetoed it every single time since then. It plays out differently at pro play, but that is a ranked moment there from Simp.
Again, perfect timing. The nade from Abe. Just perfect play. Straight over to Draz. Picks up the right wing. And that, again, Cammy can barely survive that situation. You're under so much pressure from Simp in Spawn there. Having to pivot to taking care of Draza as well there. Nearly impossible. He finishes around at 10 and 8. And now FaZe are on defense.
And 3 and 10 right now from Snoopy. Wants to get back on the attack. Nice reads, though, on the pinch. Awakening is taking down Abizi in that hallway quite a few times now. So he's enjoying that gunfight. But Boston, this is nearly 30 seconds off the game clock before you touch his zone. So the slow approach, I think, might end up costing you. They've lost 2 lives and 30 seconds have gone by.
Yeah, not great. No touching zones. No photos, please. 3 dead, though. For a second, but look at that Sim. That is so annoying. Gets a kill, vanishes. He's gone. You can track him down. Where could he be? Snoopy's doing absolutely everything he possibly can mechanically to find this player as Cam tries to find a couple of spawners. A quick wrap now might get him in the mix. Can he take care of Draz here? Yeah, he can. Good stuff. So now, shoes the other foot. Is Cinderella going to the ball? We are kicking. Nope, the slipper is made of glass. Mistake. But either way, capture and B going. And 3 kills, 2 segments though, Chance.
The FaZe are here. The entire squad is here, though, for the retake. The trade fest is going to commence. Purge there. Able to give you 2. He's able to give you 3. And last man standing was the one that was shooting bodies. And he gets dropped as well. So Cammy gets his revenge from the body shots. And he gets you the B zone. Extra minute to the clock. And a 5 life advantage. Boston in firm control.
Snoop sliding. Snoop. He's still going. The pistol. Snoopy. Oh, Celium finally gets it. And there's Awakening for the trade, but nobody's home. The office is completely empty for the weekend. We have closed the doors. Oh, what shots from Big Wake. Oh, the second was 1 bullet away. Draza escapes off into dark with his life in his hands.
They're making the reads, though, in the hall. Snoop's able to get that kill, so they're keeping every single player in Atlanta. They know where the pressure's from, but knowledge is one thing. Gunny is a different one. Simp with a big win just to open up the map there for FaZe, and patrolling on the outer patrol. Well, Abizi wins his one as well.
Yeah, Snoopy's having one of those maps where it's not a gunfight going his way, and he really needs that. It's the way he sort of plays, and he's not such a red dot hound. He's He's taking those gunfights up front, and he's getting banged up. Tough scenes. If you can turn it around, it's certainly going to help the Boston boys. But right now, Cammy is winning his ones. The trades are absolutely perfect there for the FaZe boys. You never really fight one at a time. They're always together.
We'll say, though, Cammy and Awakening have come to play today. So that is the good news here for Boston. They still have a life advantage as well, and a good chunk of time to work with. 2 men traded, but they still don't quite have the numbers. Boston have not been able to stabilize, which means you have to win these gunfights. And Draza, best Snoopy in that moment, 6 and 16. He has not found his flow.
Well, unluckily, though, for the breach. All square, lucky sevens. And Cammy's trying to hold it together. Draz now with the pressure up front. And here we go. Reinforcement sharp. Here comes the cavalry. 20 seconds to go. Draz brought down, but Cammy, not a lot of hit points there as a BZ keeps them trapped into that fatal funnel over by the bottom side of you. An unfortunate team stun, but are you able to get forward, lads? Are you able to get upstairs? As your teammates are getting banged up around you, final 10. This should be the round. FaZe should be going up by 2. Crazier things that happen. Here comes Snoopy. You've got time to get out the window. There it is. Purge. Awakening! Celium! Awakening! Celium! FaZe. 2-0.
Draza, Abizi, Sim, Cell, players, Atlanta FaZe, round win there, up 2-0.
Map,
Atlanta
point.
FaZe looking good. They handled just the pressure well enough, and then it really was just a very long series of, like, you're vying for position on the map. There's no spawn traps really going on. It's sort of 50-50 standoff, and Atlanta FaZe just very consistent about winning their one, so the trades always end up going their direction. Boston just could not breach and get that little something extra. And I think in my mind, that was very similar to like the story on Skyline. Like Boston were playing the map well. The teamwork was there. The trades were pretty crazy, but they were just always sort of starting the situations man down. It's a tough one. You need to start out stronger, and certainly you're looking at the SMGs for Boston to turn the beat around.
Oi, nice work.
My bad, guys.
Yeah, not what you wanted at all. 3 dead, already on the point. It's a 4-man stack, gentlemen. This is as fast as it can go. This is it. Abizi's going to push the front line forward, and the front line is going to stay absolutely stable for now. Eyes up. Sim at the ready, but what a counterattack. Purge and Snoopy. They tag him back, but it was all for nothing. The A zone is absolutely gone.
They got the pressure up as well. Like Johnson doesn't even die after the fact, so he is still playing. Very good Call of Duty. Sim continues to win the gunfights. That's trading out the other terror there as Beezy got dropped by him. Oh! You don't need to get the trades when you're winning ones like that. Draza is built different.
Oh, that was horrible. Awakening back on spawn. Snoopy keeps that play going. So Cam and Snoop fighting their way forward. Celium still maintaining that front office side. Nice stun from Purge. Oh, it doesn't matter. How is he alive? Celium, what a pain in the ass he is. Big life lead right now for FaZe. They're fighting.
Yeah, Boston probably saying the same thing. How does this dude able to pull stuff like that off? Celium produces magical little moments. Pretty consistently on the map. High sensitivity as well, so it looks even fancier. But now Atlanta FaZe grouping up on the pinch, but they're getting red. And I think Boston, I mean, they've handled this pressure quite well. So the map awareness is certainly there. Still got to get the trades. And Abizi back down in one shot. Boston right now staying on form.
Remember that life lead we were talking about? Gone, all squared up. Fantastic bounce back breach. Now, lads, you've done it well in every single round. You haven't quite been able to close any of them out. 1 minute to go to get Boston breach on the board.
Touch the zone just for a oh my, oh, he was getting humped. I was about to say that's some crazy awareness, but trade still rolling through in favor of Atlanta. They get a little bit extra, and Sully, man, watching Rock Hall, and like a ghost in the night, he is out and back into the action. Cella's making moves.
Okay, it's so good. And in the meantime, his teammates are there on the point. Sim's getting the capture done. Celium still making a bit of a run. We'll stay on board with Cell while this shenanigans continues. Okay, get out of here. Purge finds another big win. Over to Abe. The capture's not continuing now. 30 seconds on the game clock, and he has been dealt with. So Boston, a lovely line of defense here. As Awakening has won a couple of sensational 1v1s.
And he is shooting there, shooting Ghost, and shooting the enemy as well. Snoopy there for the trades. Trying to get him a little bit hotter if you're going to see more of these rounds. More production's a wonderful thing, but that's 2 down in the feed there for Atlanta, but only 1 player really near the zone. Simple beyond it, but a slow cap for the moment.
Yeah, well, slow capture, a 1 life separation. Oh dear, a BZ starting to heat up. The dance is on, and he's tapping his toes right now, folks. He's got the beat, the music flows in him. Second segment gone. Draza is absolutely tearing his way through players over to Snoop. Gets him off the point for a second. Final counter attack now from a BZ. 10 seconds on the clock.
He's twisted. You're just playing keep away. That is all you're doing. Play keep away. BZ has to run through the door, and BZ wins the gunfight, but not enough time. That is great defensive work. That was a spicy round, and Atlanta FaZe applied some pressure. But Boston survives. They get to play another one, and they'll be back on the attack as Snoopy hitting us with a little bit of side-eye. We can see you. He had the timing down.
He did. And it was a long time. He kept aiming at the side door. Or a rock door. Water hop. Many names. Or played Snoopy. Not always about getting the kills. Sometimes it's about just not letting that player get in a position. Good job, Snoop. Again, a player who has come leaps and bounds mentally. The mechanics have always been there. Heads up plays when you absolutely need them. Again, right now, getting bodied. 15-24, getting bodied. No doubt about it, but you got a round. It's gone through the net. Here we go.
Well, I think also this past round, he was staying even on production. So very slow. I mean, 3 and 10 in round number 1. Since then, he's been decent. His team gets 3 of the kills as well. Saw him as last man standing, and this is going to be a double stack for the moment. Purge watching the flank, and then he's going to get top office. The amount of dancing that him and Celium have been doing has been pretty nutty to see, but either way, the B progress nearly done.
Yeah, great work. The tangos here on Hacienda have been a sight to behold. No one there to contest. You were so close to BZ. You're going to get 2 kills. You're only going to get that. B zone gone over to A. 2 minutes to party, folks, and 26 lives for Breach. FaZe were able to do it in the previous round. Can we do it here? Go on, Snoop. No joy. Draza once again. Purge wins down low. Disgusting gunfights. Now Purge in position to get some spawners, but maybe not the gun for the job. And they're going to be flanking out towards the old A or the old B zone. So if he gets the fights, it's not going to be favorable ones.
Well, Purge right now is facilitating. He's able to calm all 4 players on the map, so he doesn't get a kill in that moment, but he's able to tell you 2 swung out left side, number 5 Draza, that's who fell, so his teammates pick up that kill, and he's really slowed the pace down as well, and that is nearly 2 ticks of progress. So a facilitating moment. Boston able to deliver a good chunk of progress, and Atlanta FaZe is not decapping that segment that is nearly completed.
Oh, someone just dive in there quick. Secure it at the very least. Yeah, no one from FaZe really in position to do this one. It might be a BZ who doubles back. Selling from upstairs is all good. And Purge, we're certainly playing a lot harder now for the kills, and that's not great. You're back to spawn. FaZe still not going for it. It's almost bait. But it's not like there's a player there to watch it. So a 2-life advantage right now for Boston. You're doing fine.
Awakening. What direction does he want to look? Those are great shots rolling through for the trades. But staying away from the zone, they are desperate to get these kills first.
Oh no, and he runs up the stairs backwards in a Celium, and still no one able to touch that zone. FaZe now with a life lead. Unfortunate timing from Snoopy once again caught out. Purge again running up the stairs backwards. This time it doesn't bite him quite literally in the backside. And again, no one on the zone.
And Simp had the perfect angle as well, just to spot those players on the cross. So Atlanta FaZe are doing all the micro things on the map right as well. I'm with you, though. I just want them to go hop on the zone so bad.
For God's sake. This time Draws gets taken care of here at 10 to 12, 30 seconds, and still no one on the zone. Awakening wins it. FaZe get in. They remember that the objective exists. Here we go, Snoopy. Anyone towards it? 15 seconds, lads, and still no one on the zone.
Oh, they're just, I mean, they need the kills. They don't have the hallway control. That's 2, though. 2 in the feed. 2 in the feed. Salim, you got to trade him out. And Simp, you know where both these players are.
You, at the very least, are going to get it done. 7 seconds. There's the stun for Purge. He's doing it alone. Here come reinforcements. Oh, that's a teammate. Oh, that's it. It's chalk, boys and girls. That is that. FaZe about to take the lead. Unless Snoopy can do something absolutely insane, and he will not be doing that at all, ladies and gentlemen. FaZe 3-1 on control. And that is gonna be that. They take the lead in the series.
It just feels overwhelming because, again, in terms of like the way the map was progressing, I think Boston overall did play it pretty well. Like, there's no cataclysmic mistakes. They're setting up the spawn trap moments. They're making good reads. They're trying to control what they can. Just struggling to win those extra gunfights, and with the mounting pressure, well, you have those tweak moments towards the end. And of course, to cap the A zone, we're talking about jumping on it for the single segment, but it feels like a death trap. You have to worry about 3 different spots from rock call, 8 different windows. It feels like nades coming from everywhere, flanks through secret. So it is a nightmare to actually be able to get control of it. So easier said than done. And has to be said, damn, he's in my head, Ton. Can't believe it. Snoopy, 19 and 33, absolutely struggled on that map.
It was 1 minute and 24 seconds. The zone remained untouched by either team there on Hacienda, while the A zone has cuties, as my American colleagues would say. Highlights, boys and girls, we saw a lot here. Crazy highlights, mostly Sim over to Draz right away on the alley-oop. He sets him up for that right flank. On the left, Sim, down the middle, probably Abe, and there on the right, Draz. What a run this was.
Hey, look at the life count, by the way. 19 to 11 in that moment. And Boston fought back and actually made that round interesting. So again, that's why I'm trying to pay your respects to the Boston gameplay, because they're bringing the fight. Awakening and Cammy have stepped up for the team. So signs of life indeed. And I just know it's 2 maps. Like, look, they struggle in control. I think 1 in 5 now throughout the stage. So that is something obviously they're going to have to be working on. But in terms of playing against Atlanta, the point Nameless has continued to make, and he made the right read early on, is the Hacienda map number 2. You got the dub there. In map number 4, there is so much potential to force this series to the depths. So I'm liking the gameplay. I respect the gameplay. We've had some tough Call of Duty today, Miles. It's been a rough day. This is the palate cleanser.
This is such a good palate cleanser. Again, when it comes to watching FaZe play, it's always nice. But Boston, we're getting to see some nice maps out of them against a top squad, so they're bringing their A game. And we saw it in the search. We get to stay on Hacienda. We finish out this trilogy on hardpoint. Here we go, back and forth. It's an AF-BAF so far. Will it be an AF, or will it be, it's A? I don't know. You know what I'm doing.
That's tough. This is tricky.
It's going to be a BAF. Who knows how this series closes up. But either way, folks, Hacienda hardpoint, that's exactly where we're going next. And again, as far as we're concerned, Boston, a decent advantage here, Chance. Decent advantage. FaZe, obviously, disgusting. But game 5 red card, that would be the treat for all of us.
It would be a good time. And decent advantage may be strong words, but I feel like the opportunity is definitely going to be here, because obviously for S&D, teams scrim that much less frequently than you do hardpoint. But even the maps that are like the auto vetoes for these teams, they're playing it 2 times a day, every single day. So it's not like there's mysteries on the map. They just prefer it a little bit less. But you're looking to add a little bit depth to the mix, and Atlanta FaZe certainly here spamming the Hacienda. At least as far as the respawn goes, looking to keep things under control. Like, it seemed like they were doing all of the detailed stuff. Players in the top hallways, making sure you're standing in the right spots to like see across the map, every angle of entry. You're at least constantly getting that information. So, I mean, dialed in, handling the map well, and obviously Simp and Busy. Boy, did they enjoy Black Ops 4. No strangers to the map at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Remember Beezy's Sorg, grapple plays, War Machines?
Not really. I don't think I remember the first Bloods. I don't know how many. I remember, dude, low key, best grapple player in the game, if I remember right, might have been Asim. Like, purely on the grapple is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I'd see that. Shout out Asim. We know you're watching. 32 and 23 so far in map 1. Cell had a nice time on map 1. Map 4, though. Here we go.
Do you think any players in the league have nightmares about Dylan God from the Black Ops 4 year?
For sure. There's a degree of there's a degree of trauma there. Hope he's doing good. He's doing great. Abe and Cell, first bloods. Oh, Abe. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Snoopy's done. 4 dead. Get the hill.
Listen, man, rock hall control is everything for this P1 off the opening break, and Atlanta FaZe just triple stacked it. That is their way of commanding that presence. And if you're flanking potentially to flip spawns for your team just to break this time, I mean, that is just a sign. Things are not ideal. You do get the kills, however, and unfortunately, you are not going to have the spawns long term. But Purge, I mean, he's going global.
Around the world once again. This time, Draza There is a record scratch and a full stop on the end of that sentence. Cam, get rid of that trophy maybe. Get rid of Cellium first. The shots pushing him down. Damaging to the second player as well. So Cammy's done as much as he could, but sadly Purge. Trophies are a problem. Great awareness of spawn. Draz is there. Reads that, deals with it. Waiting for that front aggression. You got to pick up on the side door as well. This is a break on the cards. There it is, folks.
Dude, wow. Yeah, an awakening on the 5 spree as well to make that happen. So initially on the minimap, things were not looking good, but they ended up playing it off well. And I mean, a good hold. 35 seconds is a ton of time. 2 players from FaZe through front, but Purge has that. 2 players trying to go through Zig, but Cammy and Snoopy working together. They clean out the lobby players, and watching front is the easiest thing in the world. Boston breach, that is a hell of a moment in this game. And you even got Purge blocking spawns, making sure nothing crazy happens. This is a very well played P2.
A delight. An absolute delight. Wow, that was a stray. Caught me on guard. Who didn't get caught on guard, it was FaZe. Cell, Draz 3 in the feed, last man awakening. And he's still playing for this spree, but look, man, you got all the streaks you need. You got yourself that Hellstorm. You can actually call it in right now and take care of this setup. Keep that lead going. That's it. Demon Joseph waiting for the lads to get in a position, but sadly they've been pushed out, so this might not be as effective as you wanted it. Here's the afterburners, and nobody's home.
Yeah, and Cell gets to sit back on the God Steps by office and just rack up some easy gunfights. Actually, that wasn't even him, so he picked up the 2-piece from somewhere else. I mean, cruise missile invested. Typically, you're going to see that on the P4s. They gave it the old college try, and now they are on the receiving end of an absolute beatdown. Kill feed has been nothing but FaZe. That's like 7 kills now in a row, maybe 8 that FaZe have been able to collect.
Yeah, this is going to be a very, very clean transition towards the new hardpoint. Sim will be the man at the helm for that decision, but for now, it's going to be Draz soaking away time. And again, enjoying the great outdoors here on Hacienda. The grapevines. He didn't hear nothing but the rattle of gunfire from a BZ there on the Cammy, and that's going to be the lead change right now. FaZe in a sweet spot, but hey, straight off a spawn and straight into time. Rotation's done. A BZ manages to slip out through the threshold, and from the threshold into the power positions go FaZe.
Perfect coverage as well. Needed 2 players to chow out of there, and Cellium right there to back up his boy. Cammy, though, doing a good job to stay alive and sort of keep the play active, but Abizi takes the fight to him, and that means a lot of players going to have to flood through front. Draza roaming the halls, roaming over towards front. He's got the trophies, and you got the P4 time. Boy, it'd be nice to have a Hellstorm.
Well, for now, you've got office control. You got problems in mid-map. For now, you got great trades. Cellium all over it. Trophies working overtime, tactical retreat just to reinforce the boys on the point. Snoopy pressed the advantage, no advantage found. 3 dead, last man Cammy. And he's got 1, he's got 2, he's got done. That is that FaZe from fences to rock. Superb work.
Yeah, genuinely, that the Hellstorm on a hill that is next to a massive building, and then 10 that you can hide inside and bottom you if you need to. Wrong place, wrong time. So the idea was there, but now you're down by 60 against Atlanta FaZe, who are shooting extraordinarily well.
I mean, the problem there for that play from Wake is his teammates weren't in a position to capitalize on it, but we can pick that to pieces just the way Abizi picks apart Breach right now. He's on 1, folks. 13-9. Are we looking at a meat shield, body shield scenario? Yeah, we sure are. Confidence is key. How does he kill these guys? How's he doing it? What's going on? Is he cheating? He's not cheating. He's disgusting.
I've heard players say it before that, like, anytime we talk about best shots in the league, the ARs always get the love because it's like the max range gunfights kind of deal. But from pro players that I've heard mention, Abizi's name is always in the running for finest shot in the league.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, think of the damage you can deal with on a slide. Think of how much pressure he picks up on these entry kills. Yes, 2 more here. Go on, son. Woo! Good job, Cammy and Snoop fighting out. B2 was really good for Boston Breach last go around. The glaze comes to an end, but before it can even dry, Boston have got the time.
Yeah, and Awakening might have to stave off 2 players through well. Salim's got the lobby under control. They're trying to work it. Abizi strikes for a gunfight. Awakening just gets bodied, and just like that, P2 is the best thing there from Boston, and how that cookie just got slaughtered.
Who's killing cookies? Just eat them.
DJ.
2-2 split for Breach. They are poles apart right now, but we'll see if this pinch works. The Phalanx right now. Holy! Nearly gets both in an unbelievable turn of events. Contest is on. Purge is in. The dance complete. And Draza picks up the last there. 18 to go here on P2, and the dance towards the next hard point is already on, and it looks like Boston are just going to lose out by a second or two to Abizi.
Yeah, just hitting old like that and giving extra kills towards Draza, who knows that they're spawning in the back as well. So Atlanta FaZe are keeping track of this. They got a wild spawn over towards boat. And I was really worried I was going to sneeze, but I don't. Meanwhile, Sin, great trigger discipline. And look, they're going to get tin control is the difference. You wait for your teammates to get control of the indoors portion, and they kill everyone. That's how you do it.
Difference. You get the kill as they call it in. They're going to spawn up, and they're not going to have protection. Always protection, folks. Especially you boys. Especially. As right now, Sim protecting the hard point. Whoa! Abizi takes care of that. Purge on the dive once again. You're down 70 right now if you're Boston, and it is not looking pretty. But again, despite the Hellstorm and all that tin control chance, they got full control.
I mean, yeah, hanging out, doing their thing.
Hanging.
Extra kills here for Selling potentially, who wants to focus on that rotation. And on the foot race, Atlanta FaZe are going to be towards noon time first, because Boston are they fully committed to getting that old time. Now, I don't know if you remember the last P4 miles, but FaZe held it for a perfect full 60. Yep. And Abizi's going to be the entry guy here, so they got a 65-point lead as Hill pops. And Boston are full sending.
Holy Abizi, man. It's the first guy damage is enough. The second kill is ridiculous. Purge over the top rock. He's got the boys to consolidate as a rock with a play like that, and now you've got time going their way. Trophies are kicking ass in the background. Breach, you've had so many good holds, so many good breaks. Can you keep it together here and make this hard point look that bit easier? Yes.
They're doing God's work. Yeah, no, I was going to say that is, in my mind, a very dangerous way to play this map. Very risky to be hitting old like that and maybe giving up the rotation, but Purge snapped in that moment. Snoopy, though, still unfortunately on the receiving end of a beat down, but clean 4 in the feed. And I mean, they were down by 65 going into the hill. They're going to come out of it only down by 20. So just like the skyline, Atlanta FaZe primarily in the driver's seat, but Boston pretty on point.
Boston way on point. Let's see how the comms are going.
BC on corner fences.
I'll see him there, son.
One more.
He's in the open window, I think.
Top close, south. It could be pitching. Top
In the cubby.
Oh, watch out, Farmy. Are we done? Watch out, Farmy.
Nice job.
He's absolutely far busy. I think he's on secret.
Secret that.
More deep. Behind us. Yeah, we top closing time. Top closing time. Listen, top closing time. Last year. Play some. Why was streak again?
What's that closer? If we come there, we can reset time.
Money.
I'm pitching open.
Can't see Avon time, bro. Open, nice. Could be one.
Time. Nice. Time. Shit, this one. Come here on left.
I have left. No, I have left.
I'm backing up too.
I got nade off. I got nade off. No. He's going to the back.
You have one bullet drive.
No, wait.
I'm just gonna streak there. Someone hold my pinch.
I can hold it.
You're in the water. Oh, you see me, bro. On the heady. I'm the buddy.
Yeah, I'm trying Lambo. Lambo, one shot. Absolutely.
Strong. Nice. Open up.
Side Draz, that. Side free card. Side, really, boys.
Side already.
Nice.
Good job, in the back. Watch out. I'm all side. All to the back.
I stun Lambo for you, Joe. I stunned 3 Lambo, Yeah, last guy A. We could have pinched front. I'm front.
I'm back.
I hear you. They're gonna spawn front.
You could be side. It was like well spawned.
Front A, we grab.
We should try this. We should.
Give me kills up when you guys
Stun Lambo.
One shot on Lambo. Absolute then. 2-0. Yeah, still Lambo still.
Yeah, we still spawned here.
Yeah. Next time.
It's not flying, Sim. It's falling with style. As this story continues, FaZe on a big rotate, Breach with a ridiculous comeback.
I mean, players for Boston are dying at old with -5 seconds on the old time. So I'm getting stressed out by how hard they are fighting for scrap, but it's worked out for them in a sense. You're just playing a dangerous game, and Draza, well, he's happy for it. Another 3 spree for him, another 3 spree from Cell, and now 10 seconds away, FaZe in the series.
You'll get him off the time. He's the last guy. Draza's going to be there on the reinforcements, but that's it. 10 seconds for the dubski, folks. Breach hold it together. Purge has got office control now to top plat. He's dancing. We've said dancing quite a lot this series, Chance. We best stop. But Abizi and Co, they're now playing for the absolute guarantee. They're playing for the win. No more streaks unless something has happened in the hard point. But again, FaZe, full control. Abizi with just a corner, and now they will sit pretty. Not a trophy in sight, but that's not going to be a problem. Wait, Cammy is in. Are we getting the damage? Are we getting the kills? Oh my goodness, the break. The game goes on.
These guys are just full sent. I mean, they're just sprinting. Draza trying to make a heads-up play here on the pinch. He's wanting to time this with his teammates for the game.
Yeah, look at this. Here we go. Lead change. One more break's all it's going to take. Purge with a sweet corner. All bases covered. That's the mid-map safe. Eyes towards the front. The contest is done. The lead has changed. Simp through side door. And we have got a game 5.
Unbelievable, these guys. Tenacious, the resolve. Maybe they've stolen that Minnesota grade. That was, I mean, I really, not trying to mince words here, that is an unbelievable hard point in my mind to make that comeback, and the way they did it, especially. Like, you're having Purge to go and break this rock call. He gets there 10 seconds before his teammates, and he just dies. He gives you nothing. In Atlanta FaZe, you'd think have the full setup. And then Boston just keeps sending bodies towards the hill, and then Snoopy walks away with the 2-piece, and then all of a sudden, boom, you've got the time. 2 different P4s where Boston were able to pull that off. 2 different cruise missiles that Awakening was able to collect, and he didn't do it because he was slaying. He did it because he had damn near 3 minutes in the hill. That's how you get the Hellstorms, ladies and gentlemen. And is it a Hellstorm? Is it a cruise? I have no idea. But if you get 2, you call it whatever you want.
Wow, 20 non-traded helps as well, but man, that was some hard point. Hacienda didn't disappoint, and our oracle's on the desk.
Well, nameless. Nameless is the oracle.
Our oracle on the desk saw the game 5 in his crystal ball. There was a FaZe victory in the prophecy, but will the prophecy come true? Back and forth we go in this badass series. Red card, search and destroy on the other side of the break, but Chance, where are you going for this one? Quick analysis before we go to the break?
I'm just happy we as a community can enjoy some good Call of Duty being played on the main stage. That's what I'm excited for, because today has been rough.
It feels like it's been a long time, folks. Believe it or not, on the other side of this break, no, it's not the end of the show. It's game 5. Boston Breach, Atlanta FaZe. The showdown continues. Can Boston get one on the board for the green teams, or will Atlanta FaZe continue their reign of terror? Find out after the break.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
The Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League.
And this weekend, we will find out which team will take the largest portion of that $1 million prize pool and etch their names into Call of Duty history forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from Las Vegas, the World Series of Warzone Global Final.
The 2025 Atlanta FaZe Team Pack is available now. Each pack includes home and away operators, as well as this weapon charm that's easy as FaZe. Next time you boot up, suit up at the in-game shop. Ladies and gentlemen, live from the internet, it's Atlanta FaZe Boston Breach Game 5. That's right, Chance. Not a 3-0, not a 3-1, a Game 5. Red card, we go to Boston Breach. Calm resolve after a remarkable comeback on the Hacienda hardpoint. FaZe testing map pool, you know, just testing map pool. Feeling pretty solid about their approach to Major 2, as they should. Even with a loss today, should still feel great about it. But regardless, man, for Boston, oof, they need this. They want this real bad. It's been no map wins since Feb 22nd. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's a lot of painful stats on this, but if you're testing the map pool, you're giving an opportunity to your enemy to get the series win. And here we are. They played with fire in Boston, proving that they are a team to be respected in this league. And obviously we learned that in stage number 1, but if you're testing out the Haciendas, that means you're going to have to test your metal in a map 5 as well. Obviously for Atlanta FaZe, there's no fear. I mean, they pulled it off in the grand finals. They go all the way to a game 7. They're happy. And how about that for specifics? aBeZy purely in map number 5's evolves. 23% for multi-kill rounds, by the way, is clinically absurd. So that is not just him being the best first blood player in the game. He's often good for 2.
He's good for 2 is one of the most brilliant things you can have affixed to your player, affixed to your aura, to your legacy. And in this round, we'll find out who's good for what, because there's no trophies, and there's the opportunity to get up towards the A-bomb site.
And Boston have stacked this up wrong. Almost similar to Hacienda, but this time Awakening instead of Cammy. Lone defender towards A. But they're trying to get active on the bench, and aBeZy's here. Look at the first bloods if they come to him, too. Or, wow, that is not good coordination. Boston, crumbling moment there, but a 3v4 opportunity for the clutch. Sim against Awakening gets handed the goods. Madraza there for the trades.
Yeah, a bit of a Leroy Jenkins moment there from Snoop. And then Abe's on the perfect pinch here. He wanted it. He was going to grab them. He was going to grab him. Cammy, last man 1v3. Good luck, mate. We're going to need to see a whole lot out of this life. Reinforcements are all there. He's got 30 seconds. Causes a whole lot of problems here. And
hello.
Cammy, go on, mate. He's running. 20 to go.
Oh, if he, dude, he could have caught aBeZy in that moment.
He's been spotted on the cross. No, he hasn't. 1v1! Cammy. Abe's pushed right up towards the bomb. They've passed one another. He has 2 rounds in his aims as well. Fresh mag, fresh mag, fresh mag. 2 bullets. aBeZy spots him. Cammy, reload. Oh my god. It's a glitch! Oh. What a 1v1! Oh, sweet child of mine. What an opening round in our game 5. Also,
and I'm never doubting Cammy again, brother. That is, dude, a 1v3 for the ages. That is horrible comms to have Celium die like that for the first blood, or maybe Celium just got hard baited by the glass breaking. Yeah. But the next 2 gunfights after that, Cammy brought the shredder to work today. How about that?
Also, I was tweaking over the 2 bullets.
Concaster glitch. Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but yeah, for sure.
Because I was like, at what point did he reload? He didn't. He just picked it up. But regardless, Draza gets destroyed. That was unbelievable as well. And then Cam, last man there. A 1v3. Beautiful work. What an opening round.
Still got to execute, though. I mean, for how that started, by the way, shout out to Cammy just bailing out Purge, I suppose, because the first blood, not ideal. And I say Purge, could have been a Snoopy thing, maybe just a miscomm, but aBeZy active on the map, aggressive for the first blood, and He's always good for one, but this time, not good for two. Got a 3v3.
Yeah, right under the B-bomb. So we go immediately. Selling and banks that are at the back end. But Snoopy, such pace. Cuts down Celium. Only half of FaZe remaining now in play. As Draz and Sim go the long way around. Spotted out. Awakening in a tight corner. Can't get away with his life. Over to Cammy once again. 4 in a row. Can he make it 5? And can he get to the round as well? 1v1. Can Cammy strike twice?
And he had no interest in getting that bomb. Cammy wants the kill.
Oh, did he get spotted there? I think Draz, yeah, he's moving forward with quite confidence. It's absolutely on. Draza knows he's going back for the bomb. Cammy recovers the bomb. Has to check it all. Oh my god, they've passed. But wait, they line up! Cam's got to finish the kill. 15 seconds. Draza's out. Is Draz looking for it? Doesn't see Cammy yet. The 1v1 continues. And the unreadable. Once again. Here comes the fight. Cammy! Back-to-back rounds. He can't believe it either.
Yeah, good night. All right. I'm going to start using my controller like it's an SMG IRL. Whatever he is doing, he has got it. Those are unbelievable clutches as well. Like, this is not FaZe giving it away in any way, shape, or form. Atlanta are making good plays against him, and he is just dropping them. Shooting nukes for the moment. Keep it up. Go Chow, brother. Stop laughing. Go Chow.
Well, 5-0.
Oh, game's paused. Okay, well, that's... Yeah, they're trying to ice him up. You gotta ice up Cammy. I see how it is.
And he's laughing. He's laughing with good reason. I mean, the entire fight against Draza, I think it was nothing but headshots. I truly believe that. And there's some sort of, whatever the discourse is between Breach right now, it's a good time. It's a very, very good time. FaZe will get this show back on the road ASAP, but this game 5 has not gone the way they thought it was.
I just love Snoopy looking over. He wants to be a part of like the crew dynamic. There's like, these guys are laughing, having fun. Let me crane my neck over and get involved. It's a fun dynamic, and Snoopy right now the only player catching any degree of sunlight, or he plays with his brightness maxed.
Oh, my guy's crying. Well, we're gonna get the lobby back up and running fast. Cameron McGilligan though.
Maybe Ricochet kicked in, dude. He wins too many clutches like that. The shots are just too clean. Ricochet boots him.
Pew! Booted from the lobby. That's insane, man. Okay, well, a quick opportunity now to ice Cammy, basically. After the first 2 rounds, he's just rancid, man. Cam, it's the shades of Cold War. It's such a cliche now, but we're gonna go to a quick break. We're gonna resolve this issue as fast as possible and get back to the Cammy show. Don't go too far, folks. This is the COD League, and this is, believe it or not, a Game 5.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
The Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League.
Turn Doge does it all now.
Oh, Kobe. Oh. Unicorn.
Yeah, weak, close.
Nice. No one there. Calf. Yeah,
Calf killed me. Top out.
Calf weak.
Alex
Jump down. He's still in yellow car. Weak.
I can kill him. Top point, bro.
One's out now.
Mid cut.
Too slow, buddy. You haven't got time to go dumpster. You haven't got time for that.
I got world starred. Oh my god.
Yeah, he was shooting guff. I've just seen that in the death cam. The guys jumped off plan. I'm like, surely he's getting his kill.
Yo, it was bad. It was bad.
Pure guff coming out.
I had the wrong attachments on.
Yep, he's absolute.
Holy shit, speak. Yo, tell me out. Tell me out.
But mesdames and messieurs, welcome back. A player who is not shooting guff is Cammy right now, who helps Boston Bridge get themselves to a 2-0 round count so far. But we are still getting the lobby together. So we got some video clips, we got some highlights, so we're going to throw it to another break. And hopefully by the time that happens, the lobby will be absolutely hot to trot. Chance, thoughts on the first 2 rounds?
Well, I think Jacob Hale is going to be a happy man. EU supremacy might be reigning because today's been good for him. Insight was shooting lights out. Cammy, obviously, the clutches. I was going to say Kleenex had one of the most ridiculous kills I have seen this year. But the story in this series, or at least in this map 5, it is all Cammy.
Oh, yeah. All Cammy for the first 2 rounds. Is it Cold War? It sure is hot as hell here on Red Card. The first kill was fantastic, and then the second on Draz, again, a ridiculous gunfight win. Those bomb sites are a deadly place to be. And then the dance, man, back and forth, round and round, looking for a BZ, catches him out, and that is such a stinger. Still got to hit the shots, though, and the team explode after that one. But that was just the first round, Chance.
Yeah, and he's having to work for them as well, because, like, you know, if he catches a BZ out in the window, that would be great. If Draz is making some horrible play, then, like, it falls into his lap. That's not the case. He's having to work for every single kill, other than the first one against Celium. Celium, I don't know what he was doing. He's pre-firing doors. The comms for Atlanta FaZe, they can be weird from time to time.
I also just think that Celium is like, I'm going to watch this. I've got my teammates all around me, and they're doing their best to keep me covered in this situation. And if I go down, at the very least, they should be able to trade me out. But not that round. Well, looking at the standings again, folks, this is an important matchup for Boston. 2-3 so far in the run-up towards Major 2. This victory against FaZe would be something. Now pushes FaZe down the ladder quite a bit, below the Ravens, below Rocker. Still above the Miami Heretics. And the Heretics, again, will be the team that Boston Breach play up next. March 15th, getting your calendars, Breach fans. But again, Charles, a great place to be if you're Boston right now. Not necessarily in terms of where you're at standings-wise, but the form. Form is back. We're back.
Well, by the looks of it, if they don't get this win, then they might literally have the battle against Miami Heretics for like the 8th seed. And you absolutely want to be in the winners bracket, because if you start in losers, you're going to be sent a good team no matter what. But if you start in winners, you got a 75% chance you get a free dub and some CDL points and like momentum in the tournament. So the battle right now to get in the winners bracket, I think, is one of the most important we have had at any major. But if I see a phone in Purge's hand, that means the lobby's not quite ready. Not ideal.
Sorry, mate.
Not ideal.
It does indeed mean the lobby is not ready, folks. Another quick commercial break while our techs get on it and try to get this lobby going. Something's happening, guys. You can blame Abe, you can blame Draz all you want, but at the same time, we're trying to get back in this game. Breach still 2-0 so far in the game 5. We'll be right back after this.
Listen, where am I looking here? It's Mother's Day, all right? Call your moms, all right? And maybe I'll call them too.
They're gonna sit deep. They're gonna sit deep.
I'm watching. I'm starting cross.
I'm looking gold.
Pinching, Snoopy got him. Nice.
Yo, water.
I don't know where he is.
In the water.
Oh, go, boys.
Go, boys.
Nice. DK 16.
I got us, boys.
Here comes Scrap! We got Envoy!
He got us.
Push me. I already pushed. I'm a forklift. Take your time. Probably won't hop in this situation.
Come on. Nervous.
I was about to say, I think you have to.
See that, dude?
I couldn't see it either, but I thought you'd have my cross there.
Man, Wixels is just gonna have to slide in with ARs.
Nice little deep shoulder coming through. Oh! Wow! No way! He gets the one through the drop, and then all.
No, he's mid desk, laying down mid desk, the long desk, snaking the long desk.
Nice play. Good
Let's go, Clay. Let's go, Clay.
Ran at him, bro. Yeah, you should have with the Vaz for sure.
All good.
Behind one.
Top window.
Frosty dead. I'm in their spawn. There's gonna be another one on me.
I'm pressuring.
Was Rooks or Jay?
One's on me. That's two.
Nice. Spawn the shit.
Yo, come B. Come. Or you. Yeah, you go. You go.
Yeah, we have it.
You guys are good. They're going spawn dead.
My God, Caesar.
Okay, Mike, I'm just trying to shoulder and everything.
Just get all four.
Oh,
my God.
that was dirty.
But like, good Caesar.
Just no. I was working picks, bro. I was working picks.
You heard some words. Scrap and Draza now getting the opportunity to go toe-to-toe. Who gets the final chance to head to Twitter? We're about to find out.
Let's do 2 weak. One more. Weak. Get killed. Back out. There's two.
You can refill your secret in a second.
She's one more back door.
I know your secret.
Back door.
Holy Eric.
Nice one. Nice, Eric.
Good story, man.
You can't kill me. What the frick? I have a streak.
Nice, good shit. I have it. Dead. Nice. Dead. Let's go, guys! Let's go! Let's go, Bruce!
They're going for it. They're going to be in as well. It is not the Ravens. It is a Phoenix that has risen from the ashes here at the Major. They take flight. They break the curse. London can finally weep tears of joy and not despair.
Please, like, you're gonna check it, right? You're gonna check it.
Oh, it looks one way. Homeboy's on the other. The Magic Man continues. Homeboy gets two. Scrap gets another. It's all on Nasty 1v3. I promise you, he's in that corner. It's his corner. It's Homeboy's corner. Oh my God! The pleasantries exchanged between squads. There's the check. Oh, I like it more. Spray me in the face.
Map number 1, I'm leaning towards Toronto. Oh, Joe, I think we have a gift for you. Oh, it's early Christmas.
I missed out on all Christmas, man. Did you guys send that one back?
Do you need a receipt?
I got the receipt over here.
Yeah, receipt.
What's
the return policy on this thing?
I think 24 hours.
Do I have to open this?
Yeah, you have to open it first.
I do? Okay. Hello. This is weird. You look great. It's a brand new Maven. Yeah. They really got that on tight, huh?
In the corner.
Nice, bro. I would have killed him. I just ammo.
This is ugly, bro. What are they doing on the map?
Reset. I'm in. And we can. Front of B dead. And we gonna heady. One more me. I'm in. Dashing one shot dead. I'm in. One shot. Dead. Wait. One more dead. Alright, push it. Pink cross. Go one more me.
We gotta find him.
You guys can smokes if you're a little weak.
Run the outside. He's running the outside.
Eddie.
You're right.
Close.
Let's go, baby! Come on! Come on! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
But the Miami Heretics are hungry for a win. Can they end the streak?
Then, Toronto squares off against Minnesota. The Rocker will need a masterclass from the rookie Lins.
What is Ben doing here? Can you walk us through what kind of y'all's situation
Yeah, what's the setup you got going?
Apartment?
So we have a kind of like a penthouse apartment and a whole bunch of setups in here.
Do you guys all live together in this penthouse? Who's cooking? Who's whipping up the meals after a win?
So Brian gets the penthouse. We're all staying at a different apartment.
Okay.
Still pretty nice, not quite a penthouse, but you know, we spend every day here. It's
Brian Saints living in a penthouse? Call of Duty can make dreams come true, children. You heard it here first.
All right.
Absolute love of the Rio addition to the asset. And you get into the Karachi S&D just so.
If I leave, do you guys leave as well? Do you remember me from DMZ?
No, I don't think so. Oh, if you're leader though, I don't know. Oh, I just got clotheslined by the jumper. No!
Jump, jump, jump! Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
I'll be honest, that didn't cross my mind. I was trying to send it in, boys.
Play sound with a very quick listen in.
Last one, missing Zach, missing Zach. P3, missing Zach. Two boxes. I got you. He told me. No, he did get to the last guy. My bad if I need you. You're good. Go, come weak. There's three on through. Short steps. Hold that right.
We're gonna be really good.
I like your trophies. Which one's your favorite?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. This one seems like insane. Look at this one too. Like this is crazy. Like
the golden nut, baby. The diamond nut. Excuse me.
You know what I'm saying? How could I not be like? How could I not feel like I'm not gonna lose? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna ask you. Is like, Sib, you're coming into a winning culture. These guys won champs. We obviously.
Second tick is done. Abizi is cheesing. That is filth. Series isn't over yet. FaZe now a chance to smile.
Nice pickle. Was right by Jen. Pickle's like close as on you somewhere. He's on the door. Pickle's gonna be close. Yep. Alright. Oh my god. Come on. Good game. Like that. That Dante takeover.
Weak.
One shot low. Nice.
Rug was weak. He was weak. I'm just holding the iron. I couldn't get him. He's one off a streak, Teach. He's working bomb quick. He's playing confident.
You saw him. He can't get on till 8.
Oh, frag.
Wait, what?
Alright, we gotta regain. He's one off a streak. Come on, Teach. Let's go.
All good.
He's one off a streak.
Ain't no other frag on, bro.
All good.
Really right there.
Yeah, got me. Don't even worry about it. Get these guys on.
It's all good.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Did you go next?
Just go next.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, we gotta laugh that one off, boys. Oh,
yeah, we got that one off.
Bad.
We gotta laugh that one off.
Correct.
Do you think you could beat Kenny in a dance-off?
Yeah.
Oh, he's lying.
Wait, did I? Really?
Yeah.
In my head, I'm thinking he's unstable on his feet.
He's lying.
No, this is broken because I'm dead ass not lying. I could smoke him. I'm just thinking about his front door porch where he was like trying to control his legs and he crippled on the floor. That's like the first thing I got. Damn, I'm lying on that? That's bullshit. What?
I mean,
smoke him. Where is he?
Record
that you and Karma and crew at the top are feeling safe with 3 rings. Karma, Crim, 6, and Clay all with 3. H, JCap, Apathy, and Arsities, as well as Simp and Abizi with 2. And that list should stay the same.
We're safe for now. Nobody's catching us this champ, so I'm happy about that. We do have quite a few world champions up on that stage. We got 4 of them up there. I had to bust their rings out. I had to bring them out back to their natural habitat. They were forged in arenas like this at Call of Duty Champs.
Hey, I've got to go with the New York subliners in this one.
FaZe warmed up the subliners.
Go vibe check, bro. Dang, man. Paco has carried me in a rank. I'm going to go with the New York subliners.
That's crazy.
Here come the Thieves. They cannot allow this to slip now. And there is snaking going on. Octane and Envoy have broken through. Can find one. Finds the second 1v1. And it's Clayster looking for the last. And they split it. 10 seconds. 10 points. The comeback of the CDL year. Can they do it? The Thieves are moving. But they are moving into the kill feed. And Legion have just made the greatest comeback in hardpoint you will ever see.
No, it was like the worst time.
Time short.
Wall bang him.
Put your head down and secure the target.
We're so back, baby! No way! We're so back!
Deranged Native! Deranged Native with 100 gifted subs!
Back him up, make it on the plays, it's Crim 6. The curse has been broken. The dynasty has been cemented. They are the greatest roster in Call of Duty history. Optic Gaming are officially the Call of Duty World League champions.
Watch out, the staircase. We're gonna be getting pinched. I have no ammo. I have to push up. Yeah, you just push. Dead. I'm billis. And just don't line up with me. I had no ammo, bro. Dude, that's so tough, bro. I had no ammo, bro.
Did you feel bad about eliminating Vegas Legion from Champs?
Yes and no, but yes. They're seeing them like, ugh.
I don't know, actually. You are lying.
I'm lying? Them guys.
Yeah.
My bad, Clay. I
keep
Tap out. No, we don't. Ahora en la izquierda, tío. Ayudan en la izquierda, no ahora, están por medio. Pícalo.
I'm trying to chop my cut. Or for some cut in shot top.
Oh, we can't travel this? Well, that's right there. At least slow the middle.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I think that side.
Nade hit one a couple times and stunned mid cut.
What am I doing, bro?
One guy's in
mid cut.
Obviously having a big performance there over at that train hill. This guy is looking to finally really pick it up. He's had a few slower maps, but I guess he's finally caught his bearings. Now 16-9 and forcing the issue on the flank. He's inside of their face as that's going to be 5 in a row. How about 6? It's 6 for Capsidal. He is woken up and erupting right now on the subliners. Making 8 in a row.
Hop and look over him. You can see everything.
Are they planning for us?
No.
Back circle weak. Yeah, back circle, obviously. Back circle, loads bomb. I'm ready to move. So weak. No.
Thomas, go. Oh my god. Let's go, man. Let's go. Oh my god, my bad, bro. Oh my god.
That's true. Well, why are you, bro? Why are you going? Why are you going? Dude, you're gonna get in trouble, bro. Why are you gonna get fined? All right. What the f is the?
Hello, and actually, look at about looking in the thing.
You're an idiot, bro.
He's not in here. Join the game.
One tractor for sure, okay?
Oh, bomb, one shot.
Heard you.
Bomb dead.
Nice, good job.
Bomb dead. Bomb dead.
Bomb, one shot. Wall bang, nice.
One square. Draws on bomb. Give me a sec. One shot dead.
Nice.
Last guy broken.
Branding. I'm gonna hop.
He's still broken.
Broken weak on you guys.
Nice. Is everyone
They're mindful. They're mindful. Go A. Yo, next time go A, guys. Yeah, they're gonna get whopping dead. Yeah, nah, this is insane.
I mean, Bader.
It's like both sides. Watch out, he might be ironing you.
I think he's looking for you.
He is. Low boat.
Nice, Ken.
Oh my god.
Good map, Ken. Holy
God.
You just took us home.
Oh my god.
Bro, I can't.
Kenny.
No way.
Oh, God, man. Oh my god, I should have.
Joe, bro, yet she should have
I thought he won that. I actually thought.
They watched us play Searchlight that? Oh my god, they're shit.
I got it so bad. To get all the trades, and Simp by himself might have enough.
Grim, Simp, the master at work. A two-man stack now on A.
He is completely locked in. This is it. This is your tournament.
Thieves, the last chance now in the fight. Forward they go, and it's Simp, Cell, Draza, the whole squad. FaZe, they've done it. Destiny manifest.
FaZe fans, there's the hype squad in the front row. They make it to nearly every single event. That poor guy that hit the deck today outside the venue, is he here?
Saw that. That was tough.
Hey! What is that poor guy ate concrete for breakfast? Tough one.
They're going to pounce out 04, great damage in. It's going to be all on 04, they drop them! Lucky with both! Fickle is roaring and Heretics win! And he lets the crowd know! Silence!
Big map 5s that Miami have gotten over Seattle Surge.
Come on, guys! Hold the line! Oh, God, they're still second. They're on the other side. There's no respawns remaining. Oh, no! It's all falling apart!
Yeah, there's still time left.
Oh, if they get the minute extension, it's done. Oh. It's done.
Well, you said it was the law.
It is the law. No, this is literally, it's literally the law of control, though. It is, man. It doesn't matter how. Well, hello there. We are back and ready to kick it into the map 3. A hot contest so far. Yeah, it's hot in the building. It's hot in the series.
Hey, you got shorts on today.
You're hot. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be warm today. I had a feeling, so I had to pull out the quads. Look at these things. You think anyone's blinded? I've been
see through them.
I've been hitting the peloton though. There's some muscle there. I'm telling you, these things feel like a couple of rocks, man.
Okay.
I'm so sorry about that, everybody at home. Hopefully, no one.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Had their vision affected by the bright lights of my quads.
There's two.
Give me this one. Dead.
Nice.
Last one, this one.
I'll block.
Oh my god.
No way. They're doing the CDL song. No way. Are we about to get started? Yeah. Are we about to get started?
Don't sterilate Hydra, please.
Holy! They're playing record. They have to play. They are both water. One shot. There's two water. They went red. They went red, Clay. Did they? Yeah, they went red. Both red, both in shade red. Both in shade red. They went front door. They went front door.
He's hopping. Watch
his water. I have your word. Back door. They didn't see you yet. Nice! Let's go, Clay!
Yes, sir.
Look at the route that Shotzi's taking, shutting down the entire.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, look at Ant on the minimap.
Depending
Guys,
on what
an
the
absolute
timing
butt
of
cheeks.
this looks like, Mac gonna go for the
Waiting for the elevator. He's patient.
We've got 3 different floors worth of areas to explore. Your Shotzi, and now the time starts to tick against Optics defense.
And I don't know if Sib got a sound cue that potentially someone's coming in the elevator. I guess not.
Here he comes.
Shotzi on the pinch. He gets someone's playing towards top window, and unfortunately, Sib, you just were not ready.
Middle, run. I'll get bomb checks. I'll go top and get bomb checks. Hold pinch. Make sure someone gets bomb checks. I'll get bomb checks. He can go third. He's telling you. Back on. Not weak. He said, send. He said, send. What was that?
I'm gonna do my best not to break down right now. This game changed my life. I was an overweight 15-year-old kid who didn't feel like I had much purpose, and then this game, this community legitimately changed my life and gave me confidence and made me feel like someone. I have my family here today, so I can't think of a better way to say goodbye than on this stage in front of my family. They've made so many sacrifices for me. I mean, my dad was driving me to tournaments anywhere and everywhere. My mom, she flew to Chicago with me for my first ever tournament. And
In honor of our Father's Day, we're going to have a friendly competition amongst the dads on this show. How many dad jokes can we fit in? Well, I have the opportunity to go first. So, Allie, let's take the lead right now. Why can't bikes stand up on their own?
Why?
Because they're too tired. Got her! All right, let's keep this moving, Nameless, because we got a lot to talk about. Starting here with the standings.
What do you want to say to the fans out there that's been supporting you guys?
F*** Optic, f*** the green wall.
Vamos! And that's going to do it for me and Vico here on the stage.
Down to 3 for either side. This is going to be it. Last-ditch attempt. Flying on the point. Joe Deceives gets his. But 3 seconds to go. You've got to get on the zone, lad. Fresh mag. Send it. Wins it. Oh, my God. It's a 2v1. Diamond Con. Can you do it? The boys are on the capture. It's now a 1v1. What a round of control. Diamond Con, if you win this. God damn, what a round.
Where's this? I'm on top. He's got to be backside.
Dead.
Maybe backside. Backside. What the? Nice. Come on. Get up.
Hey, we got orange on him, bro. Go. Let's go. Holy shit.
Let's go clutch up there.
Boys.
Oh. My fault.
As well. Ball down to the smoke play from up high. He's going for a joke. Johnny down. 1v1. And Real singing across the stage.
Yeah, I'm feeling great. Those guys are frauds. It's Sunday. We're on land. Reverse sweep. It's easy.
I don't see anything, bro. I literally top up.
Put your head down and secure the target. Planting the bomb.
I need him top up.
He's in the little thing.
Come back in.
I'm already bombs out.
Yeah, bombs out. I can kill that guy.
Above you too, above you on the gear.
No man's
No man's right now.
Now, hit them again before they
baby. Hey, bro, I'm on Mars, right? I'm on Mars.
In the City of Angels, these Devils have just torn Toronto.
Oh, we got Fame here. Fame, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. Happy to be here.
Fantastic interview as always from Fame. Wonderful lad.
Nice, I'm in the game. Yo, CDL 2024. Yo, this is fire. This is fire.
Oh.
This fire, yo, Pete. Hold up. CDL champ and the come on, huh? That clean, bro. This kind of clean.
Yeah.
Yo, that's aura, bro. Come on, now.
What do you think of my shirt today?
It is a choice. It's a choice.
Listen, guys, I put this shirt on. I felt pretty sexy, to be honest. Yeah, I looked in the mirror and thought, God damn. And then I got into the green room and everyone said, your shirt's too tight, you look like an idiot. And I was like,
It's just a little too small, but it works.
One clean break, one set of kills there. Afro sneaks in and steals the victory.
Time, man. Like when you have the Slayers, when you have the talent there, it's all about putting it together.
Vickle now. Last one up.
He's got a trophy though, right? He threw a trophy out.
Might do it.
He threw a trophy out. I think this might be too slow. Either way,
he got it.
Oh, he does get it. Yeah, it was too slow. He gets it. He just hops it right away. Nobody checks the bomb.
Skies dies, and then in a 3v4, effectively, New York Subliners slid on through.
We're setting it up. Oh, look at that! Absolute athlete.
You're f***ing dog, kid. How did get? I'm not winning a map at chance finals.
Let's go! Let's go! Go! Come on, bro! You're happy! You're humble! You're f***ing humble!
Walko, I told you you're f***ing ass. Soy tu papa! Come on. Soy tu pinche papa!
Scrap just stood up, celebrated, took off his headset. He got another round!
You're so mierda! Mierda!
No, sim controller.
Oh, yeah.
Low motor strain preset.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like
Oh, give me all the headshots.
Exactly.
Insight's not going to see it. Kleenex going to get caught off guard, or is he? He gets one. That's a decent one-for-one trade. Insight right back over, looking for a little bit of help from Scrap. 2v3, selling the cross, dealt with by Scrap. Sip also seen on the cross. 22 seconds. Draza trying to work this with Scrap able to turn this down to a 2v1. Just down to Sip. Not gonna happen. Shut your mouth. Toronto in the grand finals here at home. That will be the game. Just get into P2. Get the final second. 250 to 110. Are you kidding? And you got the Bulldog already out his chair. You know when he's in that mode, he usually gets it done with the SMG, but his AR was simply uncontested.
There's more than just the game on the line. It's like, you know, a lot more bragging rights.
I think the very first map is the most important map. If you go down that first map to Optic, chances are you're not going to win the series. I think they have like an over 90% win rate after they win the first map, so it just really comes down to that first map, I think.
When you go up 2-0, it's really hard to come back, and we're really good at sealing the deal and just closing the...
We've been practicing pretty hard and, you know, watching a lot of film and stuff like that, so I'm just fully confident we're going to walk away with the W.
Yeah, least all out time for your teammates to work this pitch because you know what Hydra is capable of. Finds that kill onto Insight. Skies across the map, finds the second. Now Sid left in the 1v2 on this side of the map. He finds the first 1v3. Off the reload! Oh my goodness! One was fine. Two was a goddamn miracle.
Billy, lie.
But what the hell? What the hell is that?
Wait, that guy's bowling. Wait, he's watching bowling. Look, look. You see, he's watching bowling.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I gotta throw, bro.
Wait, is he trolling? Wait, is he trolling?
Wait, he has to be trolling.
Wait, is he trolling? He's gotta be trolling, right? Wait, he's gotta be trolling, right?
No.
That's not right. That's an Easter egg from the CDL.
I set up. Come on, on the stairs, Nice. I'm looking you. Could be outer. Outer. Nice. 3v1. Nice, baby. Oh my god. I mean, I'm trying to scam it. They won't even kill me.
Can't win it on the point. Scrap and the boys get it done.
Back on the fucking desk, Clay. Back on the fucking desk.
You're fucking dog kid.
How did
You're better, bro. You're so much fucking better. You're good. 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 Oh my god. You're good, bro. You're good. You're good, bro. You're good. You're good. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, yo, Zach,
you weren't meant to win that. You weren't meant to win it.
Nice. Go, baby. Good job, man.
I couldn't stretch it. Let's go.
Good job.
You needed that.
He just pushed you out. Push you up.
To your right. Oh my god. He jumped right in front of you, my boy.
That was unlucky.
He literally jumped on in front of you.
That's him.
Bro.
Can you act out the coolest kill you've had so far in Black Ops 6?
Act out?
Yeah, show me with your hands. What did you do?
I can't show you the hands, but I can show you the Omni movement.
There we go. There we go. All right, let's check it out. Let's check it out.
The chair's gonna.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh! Hit him with the side stream.
Is it gonna come back?
Ghosty doing his best to do it. Here we go. 3 are going to drop. A chance to go. One person. It's Rods that's got to go clutch. From the position we saw Crimp do it, he doesn't do it. Ghosty able to put him down. They get on the point. Everybody's up. That's not going to hit. Second bit of progress done. They got to surge on forward. A BZ with 1. Can't get through. Oh, and Sim connect. But you win it if you're Crimp. Of course it's Crimp. Time and time again, he wins his one-on-one.
Standy will get free info here onto Assault. Quickly finds the kill. Whoa! He's going for the assassination. Didn't hold the button down long enough. And Assault says not so fast.
Let me tell you right now, these guys play every day. You should know you cannot assassinate someone when they are a little bit taller than you on the map. And unfortunately, the 1v doesn't work, but you know them hands from Assault. They are definitely warm. 2 punches right to the chest to take down Standy.
We're playing the bomb.
Oh my god. God, ball. Come on, give it to me.
Follow the door.
I don't know if he gets some.
Behind you.
Yes! Yo, come on, bro.
Now, as hot as the game may seem, I know one thing that won't be that crazy, and that's the comms of Toronto Ultra.
We kill
him? Calm as ever, Toronto Ultra. Now to the other side of the stage.
Oh no, I'm dead. I'm dead. No way.
Did myself revive?
Nope. Honestly, it works out. I'm starving.
Just so called, he's my old man chip. We're watching Joe. I eat a bunch of tacos. Did you win? How do I have the same amount of eliminations as you?
Yeah, that's some horseshit there. There's no way that's true.
You know, we knew we were going to come in and handle business. You know, they're a pretty team. I don't know what all the hype is about around this match. I mean, look at the scores.
I did.
Might. Oh, the whole team might. I think they are. They're going to get a quick bit of a workout in. Come on, Vico, get up there, son. They're going to get a workout in here in round one. There we go, team. Up we go. Oh, Vico, for God's sake, he's choking on main.
What do you think of my shirt today?
It is a choice. It's a choice.
Listen, guys, I put this shirt on. I felt pretty sexy, to be honest. Yeah, I looked in the mirror and thought, God damn. And then I got into the green room and everyone said, your shirt's too tight, you look like an idiot. And I was
it's just a little too small, but it works.
He's getting caught. 9 seconds to go. Just has to stay alive. Can he get back to it? I don't know. It is so close. He might have it. He might have this. Oh, with .1, Scrap gets it done. To make the play. It's been all about him all tournament long. It can come down to a 1v1. Oh, he's not.
Um, 4v1, I think it was, the clutch, something like that. And we were just, you know, playing the round out. And I hear, oh, cat, you know, he's pushing up. I'm thinking, oh, he's dead. Okay, so let's play it nice. And then I just hear a roar behind me, an absolute roar. And then he's like, watch it. And then...
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get into Game 5. The wait is over. Nearly hit with the Lion King, but I didn't want to get sued. But you know what, though? Boston Breach up by 2.
Yeah, and Cammy is 5-0. It is a weird one. There's a lot of ice in BattleNet. I mean, look, we're doing what we can. Just like Atlanta FaZe, trying to work on this comeback. Purge feels the pressure, has the help, though, and Cammy 6-0 already in this game.
Hasn't skipped a beat. What a demon, man. What a demon. FYI, I cracked a beer, so let's get it, Chance. Honest to God, let's just do this. Simp's got bombs still over towards the A bomb site. Purge with a lovely bit of coverage there. A lot of glass being broken again. That's just intel for Cammy to keep getting kills. He's disgusting.
He's glorious. 8-0, undefeated Cammy. He doesn't have a cruise missile, and, well, he wasn't getting it anyway because Selim shut him down.
Yeah, I mean, Selim's got really lucky even being able to land that final bullet because Cammy is disgusting. 3v2, though, with Boston. Still with a man advantage, but they've conceded a decent amount of the bomb site. They're going to go for the old Raparuski up through steps. In a moment, FaZe might all be dead.
They're playing for A as well, or at least Selim is. The bomb might be high-talented over towards B. No one's really turned for Boston for this, but with the man advantage there in good position, Selim hears everything. That is unbelievable.
Yep. That's disgusting. That is, yeah, that's the great equalizer. 10 seconds, though, on this plant, and he's going to get it down. Not a huge amount of presence here from Boston. And that's good tags from Awakening, but you've separated FaZe at the very least.
I just turned my volume up in case that's like a me thing, but that's insanity. Selim is tagged up and hunted down, so you got a 2v1 and BZ here for the clutch. First Blood Machine, can he clutch?
He's got time. Backs on up. Breach are going to play this Titan together. Purge and Awakening. Here we go. 20 seconds. Check it all, boys. Oh my God, no way, Abe, no way! Can he get it? He does. Can he get away with his life? No, and there's enough time for it there. Purge stays close enough. What a round. 3-0 Breach.
Yeah, interesting attempt, but Purge is just there, laying just behind the door and perfectly played. So the idea from Abizi was there, but ultimately Boston handle the round. Selim might make the odds interesting, but Cammy quite literally set you up for it. I mean, that was a 2 versus 4 attempt on the clutch. But Boston, icy in these moments, right? They are 3-0 up right now.
3-0. Are you turning the pasta? Is that what you're doing? You run to the kitchen to turn off a stove? I bet you are. It's my duo right there. Breach, though, having a good time in this red card in this extended edition of this Game 5. Boston with an opportunity now to just keep this ball rolling because they have got a hot hand indeed, folks. Snoopy now with bomb. Another 3-1 split from Boston. It has been the go-to here on red card, and it's worked out, obviously, because of the scoreline.
Cell, I think, might have gotten eyes on too right off the rip, so they're just going to go for a quick reposition, sliding through the middle of the map. I would imagine a BZ could hear that from over towards Ticket, but Purge fries him for the first blood.
Cell's in trouble as well. Oh, wait, no, Sim's down. Over to Abe. He picks up the flank. Eyes on Snoop. Good shots. Not enough for the actual kill, though. Draza does what he can to keep his teammates in it. Purge has got a corner. Oh, dear. The balloons pop over Purge as that one is done. And Abe now. Oh, my goodness. What a round. Wait. Finish the kill. Cammy is the last man there, and FaZe finally stop the bleeding. Finally get on the board.
Yeah, and clutch a 2v4. That is absurd. That is, I mean, picture-perfect gameplay coming in from Abizi. Draza also delivers in these moments as well, but doesn't get any better than that. Abizi gets the tags on the guy through Ticket, gives that comm towards Draza, then wraps back, catches a free Purge, but even just that final decision to, like, not overcommit to the gunfight, draw that player out into the crossfire. I mean, that is dialed in. Every single decision right there could not have been better in a 2v4 just to stop the bleeding. Atlanta FaZe finally get something going. We'll see if they can keep the stride. A 2-2 split on defense and a 3-stack over towards A for FaZe.
I mean, nearly an entire hour it took to FaZe to get around on the board in this S&D, so that's very impressive nonetheless. Abizi, wow, first blood monster. The trade, is he good for 2? The hunt is on, and he's been tagged in the back. And wait, Celium, he continues the pressure now. Celium continues the pressure. Can Cammy find this? 1v3 with one on the round to his own. He has been spotted out, and Simp knows better than just to let him take the chow. 2 rounds in a row for FaZe.
And I don't know if like an invisibility cloak was used or if active camo got popped in that moment, but the fact that Abizi is able to walk up there, not get spotted by the guy on hedges, and get a first blood like that is absurd. Atlanta FaZe, though, 2 back-to-back absurd rounds as well. If they're able to find these first bloods, I'm feeling very confident about their chances, unless Cammy is the last alive.
Never know. Well, FaZe have finally found the special sauce here on red card. And the good COD continues, 3-2. Breach sitting there on the halfway mark. Will this be the round to push them just that little bit further? It would have certainly helped Cammy's RCXD, you never know. Draz, though, the last 2 rounds has accumulated an RC of his own, so we'll see if that comes into play. Boston on the deep wrap, back over towards B, but they've got to get the move on.
I mean, same strat. And Atlanta FaZe is reading it in the exact same way as well. Purge found the first blood, but Boston are sort of playing with the idea, not going for the full commitment. They're really trying to catch a player here from Atlanta, see if Abizi gets over aggressive, but Atlanta FaZe are posted up, and Selling actually manages to find the first blood. That is cross map for that gunfight. And FaZe have been fine when they get the first bloods. Cammy is still alive, though.
I think it was 8 rounds Celian let fly there on the cross, but regardless, Draza spots out another. Purge on the move, unfortunately caught up by Celian, who finds his 2nd kill of the round now. The old self-trade, no, not going to be there. Abizi's on the defuse immediately. Cammy keeps the play going, and it's Simp last minute save. Good work from FaZe. They get the equalizer here in this super duper long game 5.
Yeah, and these are snappy rounds as well. Celium, again, just a gunfight that is not easy to win, finding any pick at all in that type of circumstance, but he delivers, and I like the adjustment from Atlanta FaZe. You know, they're going for the sort of wrap in, wrap out, trying to play the mind games, but on Hacienda, there's a lot of fluidity to it. You can make a lot of plays on that map. Red card, very easy to lock down on the defensive end, at least by comparison. So Boston really just spending a lot of time in their spawn.
A little bit of confidence is sort of falling out of the Boston Breach boys. They need to tighten that one up. They look so strong in the build-up to that last equalizing round, but here we go again. Back at it with the first bloods. If it wasn't going to be Simp, it was going to be Abizi now. Snoopy has been eradicated from play.
And look at this. This is going to be an A call for sure. They're leaving Abizi over towards B site, and he's shooting his gun. He's just keeping up the pressure. That is purely a distraction. You just have Awakening in depths here to watch this push, and maybe Purge wrapping over slowly through the middle of the map, but way too slow. Bomb is down for free. And if Simp gets out with his life, it's huge.
Oh, he's playing it slow. The old underbomb check. Spots a Tozy out. Oh, it's Purge. The second man. It's Awakening. And a win from the Phenom. Unbelievable. FaZe take the lead.
That spot is OP, and the first bloods are just too clean, and Simp even better after the fact. Using the bomb spot, it is great when you can let it fall into your lap like that, and on the mid-round adjustments as well, Atlanta FaZe, very confident, very calm, easy first bloods. They're just handling business.
Oh, and there was a rapid exchange there from Cell. He's just called the entire play. He's called the first 40 seconds of the round there. Boston, what have you got, lads? Down around. Snoop's bomb. And Cammy this time going off on his own towards the B side of the map. RC buzzing in the distance. Here it comes. And it's Cell. Look at the intel he's got there. The nade fall's just shy, so it's not going to take care of the RC car. No one on the steps either, so he's got so much intel on this side of the map all alone.
Yeah, last time he drove a car on this map, he team killed as well. But his driver's license has not been revoked. And this is a ton of nades expended over towards A as well. Not a lot of intel. They were just sort of hoping and pray or see if they could catch something. But the RC is done. And Boston now taking space.
Right there from Draz lying back and wait, making sure his teammate's safe. Spied out. Well, he saw him on the hop as well. So now Salim knows the play is going. And this time he's got the nade to work with. So Purge is going to eat this. Bang. Has to get out. Egress from the archway. Abizi now, big flank. Big flank from Abe. Snoopy somehow manages to save it. 3v3 with the bomb planted now. Here we go. Sim back at it. Oh, but this time Purge wins the forklift battle. Mid-map Cammy. Boston equalize.
Yeah, how about that from Snoopy as well? That is phenomenal timing to come out from underneath the stage. Almost a whack-a-mole moment there from Abizi, but Snoopy not only gets that kill, picks up the AR from his fallen teammate and immediately wins another gunfight. So Snoopy remains untraded, and Purge wins a huge gunfight as well. Cammy, all things considered, I believe he is maybe 9-2 or 9-3 overall in this game.
Take your word for it, mate. All I do know is we're going deep here, folks. We've been owed a good series for so long now. Thank God. FaZe up Eskies over towards B. Lickety split. Here we go. A little bit of an exchange, and Purge knows. Here they come. Oh, the first goes to Abizi. The trades are now done. Can Snoop get another one? Glad he just sends it on no HP. Can Cammy now fly in and save the day? Gets the damage. No kill. Celium on the immediate counter. Awakening on the pinch. It is absolutely going down to the B-bomb site.
Oh, they're hunting. They are hunting. Abizi got the call, and look at the decision-making, too. So wise. Doesn't have the kill in his sights, backs down, and now you play a true standard retake, and they got this set up for it as well. FaZe in prime position to take the lead.
The table is set. FaZe have got 40 seconds to enjoy themselves here on the inside of the B-bomb site. Before the meal comes to a close, Boston Breach are chomping at the bit to make entry, and make entry they do to the buffet table where Abizi devours them. I'm hungry, can you tell?
Yeah, mincemeat of it as well. Now they are frying, cooking something up good here, and it's similar shades of the Hasi as well. Atlanta FaZe spent so many rounds like taking your time, getting the information, playing off the nades, using everything properly, and then they flip the switch halfway through the game and just go for a bang out on that B site. So aggression, the name of the game, and Snoopy close to being ready for that second gunfight, but got dished out the goods and the man advantage. Atlanta FaZe, no mistakes being made.
Mistake-free COD, match point, Atlanta FaZe. Good God, the opening duels there for the FaZe boys as well. It has been a difference maker. Mother RC. Back to the tried and true, where so much intel gained from this position, but this time, eyes poked out, and now Boston advance.
That angle is crazy. I wonder if he go prone, if you could check it from Purge.
I think Purge can actually see him. He can actually see his player model through the grate, but he can't see him. No, dear God, Draz traded immediately. Towards the A-bomb site we go, but here comes Sim. Heavy pockets now emptied. The frag grenade, will it mate? No, it doesn't land. Awakening now with a little bit of a love tap. Selling him on the back hedges, backing him up. Reinforcements now moving in. FaZe are worried about the plant, but they're worried about the pinch. Sim takes care of one problem. 30 to go.
And there's no trades rolling through, and they haven't even gotten the bomb down. And they had a 3v2 around the site, and now they have the man disadvantage, and they are tweaking.
Wait, Snoopy! No, 1v1! Less than 20 seconds to go. And Abizi, what will he do now? It's the young gun who's just sent it into the middle of the map. And Abizi, the 10 seconds on the clock, lines him up, guns him, done! Atlanta FaZe in a 1v1, an emphatic Abizi. The weight of the world off his shoulders finally. Get your shoes on, mate. Somebody get ready for that post-match interview. This long series is over, and FaZe get it done in 5. Our Oracle Nameless, his crystal ball still working.
Sin nombre, the all-knower, the all-seer, but for Boston Breach, gonna be unhappy about that reset cheese. Funnily enough, on the reset, they won the first round. Cammy kept like the flow state going as well, but then they just started to crumble round after round at Atlanta FaZe, excuse me. Just played a clean game. Red card, super solid, a couple different strats, mostly standard stuff, but they choose their moments right.